Late Night Grin. Also, what does that name mean?
Good evening, folks. We're back again. The Late Night Grin, the flagship. We're awaiting the presence of Lord Oracle, who we are told, and this is what we've heard, right, mate? He passed out in excitement due to SmackDown tonight. So we wish him well. Hopefully he'll be here shortly. I almost happened to me, so I can relate. But we are here for a hilariously early pay-per-view preview. Because at one point we were talking about doing one of those old school, by old school I mean about a year ago, Late Night Grins where we split the show. We do it Nitro style. And then I was like, but wait, and then we'd be doing long shows again. Long shows suck, dude. These shows are way better at this length. So let's just do it now. Fuck it, we'll do it live. All right, confirm shoot. Matty Bullets, how are you tonight, mate?
I'm doing well.
Wonderful.
I did not watch SmackDown.
You didn't. You were too scared of passing out, right?
Yeah,
different reasons.
I don't have any SmackDown takes to share. I don't really have anything to share actually. I'm contractually obligated to be here.
Did you hear about the Good Brothers?
Are they the world champions yet?
They're headed for the NXT belts because they're the most prestigious prize in all sports. But
right,
their new role is they're the dark match guys, and they get the people ready for the wrestling they're about to see.
That makes sense.
Really, yeah. Speaking of the things you're about to see, the Oracle of Wrestling is here. Oracle, I was just telling the people you passed out in excitement after SmackDown. How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling pretty good until, at the end of Raw. I won't feel so good after that. But
it's a little bit alarming, right? It's a little bit.
I'm warning you, bro. Listen.
Uh-oh.
When if Chris is there, Bobby, when we show up on Friday night, we're not going to be that excited. That's all I'm going to say.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is this because the yen is down?
I don't think so.
I mean, let's be honest. How excited
is down?
How excited are you for Jey Uso versus Tama Tonga?
I can talk myself into it, I think. I'm a pretty sick guy, man.
How excited are you for Nia Jax versus Lyra Valkyria?
Who?
To be fair, I think there's a 50-50 shot it's that or Bianca and Io, but
to be fair, Lyra and Nia would probably be good. It just doesn't have much oomph,
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll discuss this next Friday, this and much, much more. But nonetheless, how are you feeling, Oracle? Are you okay?
I'm okay. Yeah, I mean, allergies are killing me, man. Like, on the way home, because the rain, came in and this pollen and stuff. I'm literally rubbing my eye right now, sneezing, so...
It's a pain in the ass, dude.
It sucks. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I'm fine. I guess, I'll just go ahead and throw this in there. We're probably going to have to fill in the blanks a little bit today.
Yeah. We got some help, I think, with the collision being taped last night, from what I understand.
Yeah. I guess we'll just have to say spoiler alert, maybe. I don't know.
The one thing that I think is an actual spoiler is such a non-spoiler that I wouldn't even worry about it, which I'm going to just throw out there now. I'll tell you to mute and then I'll wave when you can unmute in case you really are scared. But it's Orange and Trent has been added to the show, from what I understand. Okay. I think that's literally all because they announced.
I didn't know that. Thanks, bro. I didn't know that, but I don't care.
You should have muted. Mox and Takeshita today tweeted.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. The way I've approached this is, as you know, folks, on our prepare formats.
Yeah, so that's 7 that are official, and then pending 8 that are going to be official.
Yeah, and then we have a couple things that I think.
We have 2 things: the trios, and then the learning tree garbage.
Learning tree. Something with the learning tree is going to be on the show. Now, whether it involves the big man is an increasing concern of mine, but
it'll be the highest rated thing on the pay-per-view.
That's the trend, right?
And
that's what I hear.
Do we think, because like with the should we even try to tackle anything for the 0 hour? Because like that's kind of like, because a lot of times there's like one match that makes sense that's like they both, and then there's the others are just like, oh, here's a cool matchmaking thing that we're gonna do and throw on here.
I have notes prepared, Oracle. Trust me, we got 0 hour, but I got you, bro. So it's good. This is professional around here nowadays. You know, we used to just come on here and talk. Could you imagine talking about wrestling free? Like just we 4 fucking hours, dude.
I can't imagine that people go on podcasts without preparing for them.
Dude, we used to sit and we'd be like, it's now hour 3. Let's talk about what this AEW video game is going to look like. Yeah. And then the kick, this would be the big one at the end of the night. So when are AEW getting on streaming?
Yeah. Oracle, have you played AEW Figure Fighters yet?
What the hell is that?
I don't know, man. It's a free mobile game that I don't know why it exists. I played it for about 45 minutes a couple days ago.
Dude, what's a shame is the Samoa Joe model in the Fight Forever game looks awesome. But it appears I have to pay $20 because they want me to get Copeland and Jay White. So I don't want Copeland and Jay White. I just want the big man.
Yeah.
I'm not going to play one match.
I haven't played that game and I don't even know. I deleted it from my hard drive.
It's fun. It just has no depth whatsoever.
Yeah, exactly.
The WWE game was actually really good this year, I must say. They've kind of turned that franchise around, I think. But
it was bad for a couple of years there.
Yeah,
it was.
It bottomed out, right? That's the thing. With that one that was like...
The thing about it, Oracle, is that it didn't work. When you bought the game and you expected it to work, it didn't work.
Yeah, no,
that's a shame.
No one that watches this show even knows what that reference is anymore, which makes it even funnier that we race to the finish line on that.
We need a really, we need a classic wrestling video game.
We should make one.
We need that.
Yeah,
we should make one.
A couple of these independent games seem promising, but you never know what you're going to get when they actually put them out.
Yeah.
The one with the OVW license, I could do some sick things with that if it's worth a damn.
Yeah. That really, what you said there, that sentence works for independent wrestling gym, right? There's a couple promising indies, but you never know what you're going to get with them.
Yeah.
I'm seeing some Rod Strong graphics, and I'm going, I might watch this show, and then I look a little deeper, and I see, the house, and then
yeah,
it quickly unravels. But nonetheless, let's get to the big news. The Collision Call is taking shape.
Oh, God. So
we're headed home.
Let's be clear before we go down this road, because I don't know where you stand, Oracle, I could guess. But Joe and I, this is a real moment for us to get very disgusting. So I want to lead with the fact that we are both aware that at the end of the day, this isn't going to disappoint us greatly.
Yeah.
But we're going to do it anyway. We're getting studio wrestling back.
God bless America.
It's back. I need Tony Schiavone in front on a podium. I need graphics that don't move.
And also the chyrons should be wrong a lot too.
Yes.
That's important.
That actually feels possible.
I was reading our friend Tapes. He reviewed Super Brawl 91 and he noted all the times throughout the night that the announcer said something different to the chyron. It's like 6 times on the show. Oh, fuck it. Who cares?
God bless.
But,
I think it's a terrible idea, but
the Arlington thing.
Yeah.
I honestly, mate, I think they need to get. I've said this for a while. I think they need to get Collision off the road because I think it's really hurting Dynamite's drawing power. Yeah. But I understand there's issues with this.
That may be the case. That may be the case.
Look, I've loved Collision, but that was my concern back when it came around. Right? That's what I said to you guys. I didn't think they were drawing like that. But.
Yeah.
I think. Look, we shouldn't. This is a good decision by them for reasons that we shouldn't care about.
Right, it's going to get paid, yeah.
Yeah, because fucking Arlington is paying the UFL to practice there. Like, I guarantee you that AEW got a nice chunk of money for doing this versus, and they'll probably sell, I would guess, probably about 1,000 tickets to these shows.
Do you think they're going to do like a season? Like,
doesn't seem like it.
That seems like a mistake.
Yeah, they should. But I have a feeling that when you take in the money they're getting from Arlington, that they're going to get more money than they would have gotten from. But again, to be clear, there's no reason for us to care about this. But
I mean, my concerns are just from an aesthetic and creative standpoint. I mean, like, as well as a fan standpoint. Like, I mean,
well, it could get pretty. Week 6 could be quite unfortunate. We don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just for what I care about. I just it seems troubling. But
I will say that, like, and again, I don't have very high expectations, but like some of the pictures you see of this place is like,
looks cool. Yeah.
Yeah, they could do some creative stuff presentation wise in this place. I don't think they will, to be clear.
Yeah,
but they could.
They're gonna have the classic Collision set, and week 5, Danny Garcia and fucking Lee Moriarty are gonna have a fucking Mac clinic to like people sitting on their hands, and I'm gonna go.
It's going to be like AWA at the showboat.
Yeah. I will say that if you were going to do this, Texas is the place to do this for
they
AEW.
love it. Yeah. They love AEW. They love it.
Maybe we'll get some Von Erichs on there.
Will we? He's the commissioner. Commissioner Kev.
They should just keep Collision in Arlington permanently and make Kevin the commissioner. I'm in.
Yeah. That's what they should do.
I'm sure Kevin would make good political decisions. There's no reason to think that his political decisions would be poor.
Yeah. Good call. Yeah. And we'll see, folks. We're going to keep track of this one in the coming weeks and months. Monitoring it closely.
I'm just going to pretend it's good even if it's not. So honestly, it'll be fine.
Yeah. Well, as wrestling fans, we get a lot of experience doing that.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, hello everyone. I think you're watching this still. I don't know. We sort of did like a post show then, didn't we? That was.
Yeah, I don't really know what we're doing.
Was that the late night Grin?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
We got the graphics on the screen. It says there's people here.
And doesn't it look pretty? Doesn't it?
Does look pretty.
Yeah, it's the confirmed shit.
Yeah, well done.
Well, I think it's way better right now. I think we've upgraded tremendously. I really do. And I liked it before, but this is beautiful.
I like
what happens when you get 100,000 subscribers or whatever. You get
100,000,
or whatever the hell it is. We have 1,000 or 10 million or whatever.
10 million.
I will say that we've done a couple shows since we've done this reboot that had more live viewers than the Renee and RJ City stream had today. Which is unfortunate, but
yeah, I haven't watched it. Was it good?
I watched some of it. I didn't even finish it. To be fair, it was on at 2:00 in the afternoon on a Friday, so I don't really think. I guess live viewership probably really doesn't matter.
I know it's just an online thing, but like, it popped me that that they like announced it and then it just premiered like the next day. Couldn't they give it like a little run up? You know, I know it's been out there they were going to do something, but yeah, I don't know.
I also like that it's on the TBS YouTube instead of the AEW YouTube. That has more subscribers and more viewers.
God forbid the AEW YouTube have good content people could watch.
I totally made up the more subscribers thing. I have no idea if it does or not.
I mean, it probably has a better audience for that show.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. If you're watching this show, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe. We have super chats now. I'm going to get to a couple of those in a minute. So if you're feeling generous, why the fuck you would possibly be inspired by this first 15 minutes to send your money on it? Maybe if we go long enough on this shit, someone will send in a super chat just to get us to talk about the pay-per-view. Maybe
that's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll get to those here, and I guess we'll talk about the art form of professional wrestling. Fury Usyk predictions. Shout out to Franco with the super chat here to kick us off. I'm assuming you fellas don't have any take on Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk, right?
What is that?
That's the fake stuff they do with the gloves. It's
not boxing.
Yeah, boxing. Yeah.
Two men will enter. One will most certainly win.
Maybe even a draw, dude. It could be a draw, right?
Hollywood Hogan match from 1997.
I was trying to think of Cutman quotes from Sports Night, which would only pop JJ in the chat, but I couldn't remember any of them.
Dude, you cannot do bits on the Late Night Grin that only pop one person. That's not allowed.
Yeah.
You can't do that. That's
Oh,
banned.
really?
Yeah, it's not allowed.
We usually do bits that don't pop anyone, to be fair.
It's true.
Okay, Franco, I appreciate the super chat. And I appreciate you giving a fuck. Fascinating fight. Very much a 50-50. It really depends on whether or not Fury can impose his will as the bigger man. I don't think he has much chance on the outside, regardless of his height and reach advantage. Usyk is just, I think, a much more coordinated boxer. His frame, he's just much more skillful, I think.
Right.
So that's the X factor, as you know, man.
If Tyson loses here, will Drew McIntyre come out and sing "Bye Bye," sing "American Pie" with him?
He might, dude. Of course, for anyone who watches the Late Night Grin that's not aware of Tyson Fury, but is aware of the Late Night Grin, you'll be familiar with this.
Busted right inside him, and he can't extend on me anymore, and he seems a little overwhelmed by my girth and tonnage.
So, quite simply, if he can bust right inside of him and overwhelm him with his girth and tonnage, he's probably going to become the unified. In all seriousness, this is a big deal because this is the first time in, I think, 30 years, maybe more, they're unifying all the heavyweight belts. Because, as you know, in boxing, there's like 101 belts, just like AEW.
Yeah.
They're unifying all of them to crown one heavyweight champion. I'm going to pick Usyk on points. Fuck it. That's what I'm doing here, Franco. But I appreciate the super chat. I hope you are well. All right. Brainbuster, super chat. Tamatonga noises. Do you fellas see that tonight?
I'm not going to imitate it, but I did see it, yes.
Well, I love doing shows of Oracle. No, it wasn't. It was perfect. I had like a half second there where I was thinking, do I do the Tamatonga? And as soon as the thought went from my brain, Oracle just did it. And I was like, thank you, Oracle. Yeah, thanks for pulling the Band-Aid off on that one. But you know what? Like, that was a hilarious clip, obviously. But he's kind of killing it, dude, right now. Like, he's bumping hard, working hard. I'm happy for him. He's dude, started in New Japan in 2011. What an insane fucking, what a weird career he's had. But he's doing good. I would like him to lose to Randy Orton next week, but I agree with Oracle that may not be where we're trending, unfortunately. I'm excited for the match, though.
Yeah.
So, did the Knicks lose?
They were down at the end of the third. The Patriots were starting to get ahead of steam, it seemed. But.
Oh. All right. Where are we at here? My StreamYard is real weird as of late. Matt, have you noticed that?
No.
Well, when I came on earlier, my camera wasn't working. And my camera might, and I had to click out of my browser and then come back in.
It's weird, dude. It's weird. When I do solo sometimes, my whole chat like disappears.
Yeah, I've had problems with StreamYard for months now. When you play videos, I don't see them for 5 seconds. So,
did you see the girth and tonnage?
Actually, yeah, now that you mentioned it, that played right on.
It's the power of skip right there, brother.
There you go.
Cal, look at this. Hefty. Super Grin. He says, first Super Grin if Tamatonga and Jey Uso is the finals. I am not watching the show. I am fine with any women's finals as long as Io or Lyra win. Ospreay bad. what a run on that was. I get it, man. It's hard. Here's the thing. I wouldn't mind the Jay Tama thing as much if we didn't have Randy and Gunther dangled in front of us. That's why I'm desperate for it. Yeah, I'm desperate
right in front of us.
And it would be incredible with the form that Randall's in right now. It would be unbelievable. Nonetheless, Cal, we really appreciate the
not delivering on that match should be playing in your guys' face, in my opinion.
Again, the one-man bits. All right. We appreciate the super chat, Cal. Thank you very, very much. Cody, super chat, says Rampage is going to stay after Collision for good, isn't it? Either that or one of the shows is just going to officially be called a 3-hour program, to be honest with you. All right? That's where we're trending, I think.
Probably should
it wouldn't surprise me.
That's probably the right move, to be honest.
As long if they can do the way they've done it, where they present them as separate shows, so I can go to bed after Collision if I want to, then I'm fine with it. I say that as if I'll ever actually do it. Of course, I'm just going to watch the whole fucking show anyway. But, yeah, I would much rather they...
See, remember a minute ago we were talking about how some ideas can be financially smart, but like this is the ultimate, right? Because like a 3-hour wrestling show is a tremendous vote of confidence from your broadcaster. And it gets wrestlers on the show, but there's just no reason for any wrestling show to be 3 hours long every week. There's just no reason for it. I don't know.
That's the 12 years.
Yeah, which is crazy. Yeah.
That's the only thing that they've, all these damn 3-hour shows they've been forced to do is that has felt like the main show ended and then another show started.
Yes, I agree. Definitely.
And that's the way it should be if they're going to continue to do it. But I don't think if they actually make it permanent, that won't be the case. They'll start bleeding into each other more. And
when you talk about how hot AEW is or isn't and where their momentum's at, I really think it's underrated.
I wouldn't even mention AEW and hot in the same sentence, honestly.
It's a shame. We'll talk about even our part of that in a minute, and we've got a 3-man booth tonight. But it's like, I think an underrated talking point in that regard is like the increase in TV. I think is actually a big difference. I think I love Collision. If Collision ended tomorrow, that would be very unfortunate for my AEW fandom. I'll put it that way. I don't think it helped when you start calling. I do not think it helps that it's 5 hours of TV. I think that was a superpower for them of sorts, man. Like when Rampage premiered, it was like we were chomping at the bit for an extra hour of that shit. They were so hot. It's a lot of TV to produce. And I think we saw that with WWE for years, right? Whereas like when they were cold, it was like, man, there's Raw and then there's SmackDown. And it's hard. Nonetheless, thanks for the super chat, Cody. Folks, we appreciate the support since rebooting this program. We are amazed we now do super chats. If you'd like to send one, it will be very much appreciated. All right, and thumbs up, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. Okay, let's get into that. So before we go any further, I think since since Dynasty, I think AEW has produced some decent TV. I thought this week's show had a really strong closing block, really strong. And I think from a TV point of view, it has been cool for them to have a main angle. Like the Elite angle has closed 4 straight weeks of TV. They've threaded it throughout the show, which is stuff we've been talking about for years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like actual years at this point. That's something they've struggled with. Now, commercially, I don't think I'm talking out of turn to say it's not been the hit they were looking for, that part of it, I think they probably chose the wrong horses for that, if I'm being honest. I don't think that was but from a programming point of view, which is what I ultimately care about, I think it's been mostly good.
I've liked most of the year, honestly. There's been a couple lulls, but like
they've done a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, and I mean, look, it'd be naive of us to come on this show and ignore the fact that they're ice cold. But when I'm watching the show, I don't really care. Besides, they have one or two shows. They had a couple of shows where the crowd was dead, and that's because they're ice cold, and that obviously impacts the enjoyment of viewing the program. But otherwise, I don't care.
Yeah, and there's been a lot of good stuff on the shows. Absolutely. I don't know, Oracle. Wherever you stood on this kind of pay-per-view cycle, I think it's again a case of. I think the show's actually more focused. It's just whether or not that focus is for you. I guess that's the point now, right?
I mean, in terms of like, I still stand by my statement, which I've made a few times this year, that the 9 pay-per-view schedule is one of the best things that they've done in the last year or so, because it allows them to be more focused and they also announce their pay-per-views ahead of time now. What the pay-per-view is. We can do this show. Yeah, there's a couple matches we'll have to fill in the blanks with. We can do this show a week in advance because of the pay-per-view schedule with the Saudi show and stuff. We can do this show 2 years ago. There's no way we could have done.
I agree.
We could have done. If we were wanting to do a preview show, we couldn't have done it 8 days before.
Yep.
There would have been 8 matches left to announce, with only 3 announced or something. Like,
good call.
On.
In terms of that, like it's a lot better. Execution wise, with some things, that's a different story that I don't love. It's kind of hit or miss for me. I mean, I have enjoyed. I don't know if enjoyed. I thought the elite angle has been done well for the most part. I don't like all the players in it.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Bucks are good at being, these scumbag EVP heels. Jack Perry just doesn't do it for me.
Right.
I think he's better as just like an undercard babyface, to be honest with you. As like a cool heel, I think he looks like a, I don't know.
They need a
I
fear
don't buy
factor.
it.
Yeah, they need a fear factor, I think.
Yeah. But the Swerve Christian feud has been. I've loved all the angles they've done with that. I think it's been great. Like, I don't know. Willow and Mercedes has been built well. Willow's carried the whole damn program. She's been incredible.
Yeah, she's killing it, dude.
The Ospreay Roddy thing is like whatever, but I mean, I think we're all excited to see the match, at least, for one reason or another. I don't know. I'm obviously not the biggest Will fan, but I really liked that match he had with who was it that what was the match I liked?
Lee Moriarty.
Yeah. That match was really good. But I mean, that's what happens when you work 10 minutes and you
It's been cool that Lee's got
work with structure and psychology.
Sounds like the Shane Taylor match was good too.
I'm sure, yeah. Lee and Shane it's been good to see them in the rotation. I think they've done a good job recently. So I'm happy for Lee. For a while there, he was like, you never saw him, right? He was kind of Ring of Honor only. So yeah, there's a lot of good stuff. It's when you talk about the promotion and it's kind of momentum, which I honestly am always hesitant to, because I think that's like the most overdone. The weekly momentum swings that people imagine are real that aren't. Drives me fucking nuts. But when you're talking more broadly, let's be real, just even among our squad, right? I was saying to Matt before this show, we used to do AEW pay-per-view previews, and we had about 8 people on our damn roster that could be on these things. You're looking at the last 3 soldiers left, bro. Our young guns have stopped watching. It's crazy. And it's I don't say that as like a crazy, criticism, because ultimately I'm sure they don't give a fuck that young Dukes have stopped watching AEW, but it does tell you something, right? I think it kind of has to. Sure.
Wait, they don't watch every week now?
Dukes he didn't watch any of Dynamite on Wednesday, and last week he didn't watch, and it's like, again, I think we're going to get into this I think this show is going to be fucking incredible.
Yeah, like that's the thing.
That's the weird. Just terrific. I mean, it's just
that's the weird situation AEW's in right now. Is like, I'm sure some of the people listening to us right now are like, Jesus, this is doom and gloom. I like AEW. I'm excited to watch the show every week. Like, you can't. In my opinion, maybe I'm wrong, but in my opinion, when we're doing a show like this, we have to at least acknowledge the fact that they're cold. As a fan, there's no reason that you have to care about that other than like I said, sometimes it does impact the show. And obviously, look, I don't care who you are. It's more fun to watch a product that's hot. Like that's I mean, but look, it's not doom and gloom. The things that are necessarily going wrong or going right, financial stuff like that, there's no reason that you as a fan should care about that. I don't care about that. I talk about it on here because, like, otherwise what's the point of us doing this show if we're just, but like, who cares?
It's honestly not even about that. It's more like it's our own excitement too, though, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, I think a lot of it's good. I review Dynamite every week, and almost every week my take is like decent to good.
Here's what this stuff reminds me of. Do you want me to tell you what this reminds me of?
Go for it, mate.
2 periods. It is. I wouldn't even say it's not really a compliment. It really is kind of, but it's not. This isn't 2000 WCW. It's not that bad. It's not this.
No.
Here's what it is. This sounds tough, but I mean this genuinely. This is like 2000, late 2004 to early 2017.
Probably some truth.
Booking's not quite as bad, to be fair.
Yeah,
but
there's a lot of good action.
But every pay-per-view is good.
Yeah,
dude, all those TNA pay-per-views from that period were great.
Yeah,
but like TV sucks. Well, sometimes it's fun. Like, there's stuff you can get excited for. There's cool matches being made. Like, it's very similar to that, and it's also very similar to 2010's WWE kind of a lighter version where the booking's kind of,
Yeah.
I think it's kind of similar more to that type of booking, to be honest. And like,
It's very stagnant.
You might get some fucking awesome B pay-per-views, or SummerSlam's great every year. You know what I mean? But like the TV is just like.
See, this is I want to be clear that I'm not going to argue. This isn't my point to like call you out, but like, here's the thing. I agree 100% that AEW, when they get their new TV deal, they're going to get a good number. It's going to be a big increase, and it's going to be a big win for AEW. That said, that doesn't change the fact that we're watching a television show with 2,000 people in the building where they have half the building dark. And them making all that money is not going to make the crowd louder on the television show.
Not to mention that they're getting 650 to 750 viewers every week.
Right.
Now look,
AEW's they're going to be fine long term.
Yeah, they're not going to go away.
They're not
TNA. Worst case scenario, they're TNA 2.0, which
that's my thing.
Sucks, but
I think we're focusing too much on the commercial part anyway.
Yeah.
Let's forget the commercial part. I'm just talking about like the excitement's lesser for us too, right?
Exactly.
We're excited for this show. This show's gonna be killer. It does not feel the way it did a couple of years ago, and that's what the conversation is. Like, I don't do the bank balance, bro. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm not saying they're gonna die, and I don't really care about any of that stuff. What I'm trying to, what I think we should focus more on is where we feel about it. It feels different. That's all. Yeah. And I think that's a big deal. I think that's like a fucking emergency situation. That's wrestling, dude. You go up.
Why are they getting 700?
I think there's a range of reasons for that. You're responding to the chat here, right? That's the question in the chat. Yeah.
Why are they getting 700?
I mean, some of it's.
Is that meant to be like an indictment, or like 700 is good, or is that bad? Because it's clearly bad.
I don't know.
It's not awful, but it's not good.
Everyone calm down. Because our chat is getting very mad. Okay. I'm going to establish this one more time. I have liked most of the build for this show. I think the pay-per-view is going to be great. My intention exclusively was to just talk about the relative lack of interest in AEW. I feel I'm in a position to discuss that as someone that sees my numbers for the Dynamite Review show on Wrestle Purist and has to put together lineups to preview their pay-per-views on the Late Night Grin. And now we have 3 people that want to preview the shows. I have no interest in discussing the broadcast rights they are pursuing. I have no interest in discussing any of this. I am simply trying to get a read on everyone's excitement, anticipation, and interest.
This is what happens when it's just the 3 of us.
Dude, like, seriously, everyone needs to chill the fuck out, man. Like,
every time it's just the 3 of us,
I'm keeping it real.
Happens.
This is the Late Night Grin. Like, there's so much better shit for you to be doing on a Friday night. Like, if you don't want to watch it, it's fine. Like, it's cool. You don't have to like the show. But, like, I cannot stress enough to you how little this is intended to do doom and gloom. Like, I'm literally just trying to get across the idea that there's less interest in the show, and then I was going to transition. That's all I want.
Yeah, everybody's pointing that out. I mean, it's obvious.
Like, exactly. I didn't think it was a big deal.
I mean, 1992 WCW did terrible business, and I love that shit.
That's the thing. That's the funniest part is, like, my favorite era ever is early 90s WCW, and that was, like, a massive fucking financial flop.
I don't know. I think some of this is so... I don't want to derail this with discourse talk, but some of this is so fucking broken by, like, everyone's so worked up about the grifters and the doom and gloom. It's like, I don't give a fuck what Bischoff's talking about, whoever. I don't listen to it. Yeah. But not every conversation. I listen to Bischoff, but not every conversation that's like nuanced and critical and positive both is like a grift or a doom and gloom. Like, we're just talking graps, man. Fuck. Yeah. No. Anyway, and there's like a handful of people in the chat that are very worked up. Calm down.
I don't even think. Yeah, I think this is all coming across worse than it intends to be from all of us. So let's just move on.
No, I don't give a damn. No, I'm not moving on. This is frustrating, dude. I'm just trying to talk graps, Like, it's just, I feel like everyone's so mad now. Like, you tweet a take about the show and everyone gets fucking worked up, and it's like, we're man, wrestling, dude.
It's just graps, man. Like,
exactly. It is literally 4 11 a.m. for me.
Well, that's
Well,
just
that's early.
lunatic behavior. I mean, yeah, it's only
I'm
it's
not
11:11 here. Make a wish, Oracle.
when the dust settles, I will make probably $2.50 from this show. Okay, I'm here to talk about wrestling with my friends. That's all.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, wait a minute.
Jack
You're
Father,
making
that was
money
great,
from
wasn't
this? Oracle, did you hear that?
it? What?
Joe just said he's making money from this.
What?
Kayfabe.
Where's my cut?
Hey, calm down. Right? We're working on it. Okay, but $2.
We're not here to talk about the business side of things, Oracle.
Right.
Dude, I'm getting worked up, dude.
This rules.
I'm mad. Can I be honest with you? I'm mad. I'm
I
mad
can
now.
tell.
I'm like, and you know me, I don't get hot, but I'm hot. God damn. I'm sitting here.
No, hold on, no. You won't start your promo with what was it she did? Everett.
I'm mad. I'm mad. I'll be honest with you, I'm mad. I don't know why, but I'm mad.
Catchphrases, right? While you're
I need some catchphrases right now, dude. This shit's crazy. I'm telling you, man, it's crazy. Last night, okay, let me talk about this actually, because who gives a fuck, all right? Let's talk about it. Last night, I was on a Dynamite review that was positive, okay? When I got off the air, I had a DM request that was a chart of the Dynamite rating with the caption, "You really praised this shit, LOL," okay? That was 24 hours ago. Now, in a day, I've somehow on the other side of the fence getting the shit kicked out. Is there no reprieve, Matt? Is there nowhere I can just sit and talk about wrestling, you know?
I can't believe Crosby sent you that DM.
Hey, for what it's worth, hey, and you know what? It goes both ways too. All right, listen. You can't tell me and sit here and tell me and pretend that 1999 WWF was any fucking good.
Yeah, the great numbers. Exactly. Someone said it in the chat earlier. Look at this. This is perfect. What I think it was Chance. Fuck, I've lost your chat, Chance. Shout out to you. He said, I don't give a shit about the ratings. Jericho had the highest rated segment this week and it sucked. Hell yeah, you know?
Yeah.
When we talk about promotions being hot and cold, it isn't necessarily like a bank statement. It's just like, how you feeling? What's the vibe?
I don't think it's called that anymore.
No, it's called the what's it called?
I don't know. She hasn't wrestled in a year.
Yeah. But that changes next Sunday night, Double or Nothing, which we're about to talk about. I apologize for getting worked up.
You see that pick and roll that Joe and I just ran, Oracle?
It was good. I need to calm down a little bit, don't I? It's the money maker. That's good. So,
should change it to the CEO no.
You think after all this, we should strike a sponsorship deal with WrestleNomics or something? What if we do a deal with WrestleNomics and the show is us just pointing and gesticulating as graphics appear on the screen? What do you think?
Sounds like a good idea. We can get Bob. Bob's really good at pointing at things. Remember Bob?
No. I wish he was here. Right? If he was here, that angle would have been directed just straight away at him immediately.
Yeah. Grinomics.
There's nothing worse than when you get.
This is beast because I'm not 100% sure why Joe's so angry, which makes
I'm
me better.
I'm mad.
I thought we were just talking.
I wasn't. I was just talking.
Oh, you can tell he's mad. Look at this shit.
Yeah.
When he starts doing this shit, you can tell he's mad. You
You
can
don't
tell
see
him
it
that
a lot.
when I start itching my head and shit. Like, really?
We see that more.
Oracle, since Joe's been angry, our viewership has gone up, which makes you wonder if we need to work a heel turn angle.
Turn?
Where Joe just becomes like a bad faith grifter. Just starts yelling and screaming while you and I just sit here and go, well, hold on.
I'm tired of dudes DMing me that I'm fat. I have mirrors, bro. Like, what the fuck? What's the need for this, you know? For real. How many times? Just because I like LA Knight? What's the need?
Yeah. So what's wrong with you?
Got to close the DMs, brother.
I can't.
I don't have
these
these
job
problems.
offer.
Fair.
If I close my DMs, none of the boys can message me.
You're watching the Late Night Grin Double or Nothing preview. We are now 40 minutes deep. We have not discussed Double or Nothing yet.
Okay, all right.
To the 215 of you who are somehow watching this, we thank you for your viewership, and we kind of apologize, but not really.
I'm sorry, I popped myself for that last
We
time.
need a countdown on the screen to when we'll actually start talking about Double or Nothing.
Countdown. They're good for viewership. Do that.
Yeah.
Got the number last week. All right. Let's talk about wrestling now.
That's a good reset I just did. I'm a pro.
You've done like 3 of them, and I've not accepted any of them.
Yeah. I'm trying real hard to get things back on track.
So,
Yeah.
do you think they do a Thunder Rosa Diana Stip match here or on TV next week?
I think that might be the 0 hour main event.
Yeah.
I think.
Stip match or just like a match?
Stip match. Remember they did, maybe not a stip match. Remember they did Layla and Chris as like the Once Upon a Time. That was a feud.
Mm-hmm.
It's a long time ago. Back when things were hot.
Yeah.
Or, when the starting point guard gets hurt and the shooting guard's got to run the show and it's kind of awkward, but he tries it. That's how I feel right now. Like the point guard is off his game. Coach is yelling at him. And like, I'm just used to standing in the corner and chucking up threes. And now I'm having to call the offense. And I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
And I'm just like forward guard hybrid who just plays defense. I don't know.
Yeah.
Shit.
Shoot like 18% from the field.
Yeah.
Let's get to these super chats. They're always good. Good Lord, look at Cal tonight. Running wild. No, but hefty super chat. He says, looking more and more like AEW's big drawing program will actually be Ospreay MJF. You manifested this chat. That wasn't my fault, actually. Listen, let's be real. We talked about it off the air a couple weeks ago. If we're gonna do the draw numbers, they miss Maxwell.
Max ain't coming back. He sees how cold this product is. He ain't coming back.
Please, I'm trying. No, I'm trying, and you're stopping me. We're gonna go 3 hours after all. I ain't letting that happen.
No.
Max logs on and checks WrestleNomics
that
every week, and he ain't coming back, so that number goes up like 5 weeks in a row.
I've got to be honest. On a perverse level, it pops me for him. Because he became like the face of Pill's frustration last fall. I'm sure there's a part of him that's like, oh,
you know how dumb he'd have to be to come back right now?
He ain't coming back.
Does his big comeback, and then the number comes out the next day, and it's the same as the week before?
You got to wait for the playoffs to end.
Yeah. Didn't he have surgery?
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Hope he's well. Right. So, there's another super chat. Hello, everyone. This is the Late Night Grin. Mid takes. He says, thoughts of Minoru vs. Danielson. Also, what match do you need Danielson to have in this last round? The Suzuki Danielson match is it's the one that was on. Remember when they went to war on Friday nights?
Yeah. Was it called the buy-in? Was that what that was called?
Yeah, or something.
Yeah, back when they were hot.
It was fucking awesome, dude. It was sick. It was in that weird building in Miami that made no noise for anything but their match.
Taz was screaming about, imagine not watching this and stuff like that. What a time, man.
Remember when Taz would get mad at Suzuki's towel?
You know what it is, Joe?
What's that, man?
It used to be better.
Are we gonna hold up? Are we gonna marry? It used to be better with fleet content. Is that what we're gonna do? What if we came on and we're like, tonight we preview Double or Nothing 2021? We talk up and down the card.
Just start doing retro AEW reviews.
Yeah. Last week, Matt Hardy popped to 1.3 million. Cole Anderson is working a trios next week here on.
God, man, I forgot that was a thing.
Dude, they had a couple.
I forgot about that, dude. Like
A couple of those Kenny Omega Good Brother Trios matches were like genuinely like some of the best Gallows matches.
Carl's in the ring for the big Adam Cole, Bryan Danielson double debut. Remember
He's
Adam
always
Cole?
there, dude. No. He's always there, dude.
Yeah.
He's the machine gun. Have you heard?
I have heard that.
Yeah.
He won
Got
the
3
Intercontinental
stars.
title in my WWE Universe mode a few years ago.
He and Gallows got 3 stars out of Ridge Holland according to tape machines.
Good stuff.
No mean feat.
He's an accurate star rater, tape machines.
Factual. What match do you need Danielson to have in this last run? I think it's got to be Darby Allin.
Yeah.
It's one of the few ones they got left, right? That and the Kenny rematch, I think.
Has he wrestled Jay White? I mean, I know no one cares about Jay White right now, but like,
It's a good question. I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
That'd be a hell of a match.
Yeah.
Oracle, when he comes to mind, mate.
Iron Savages. Do you see who he's wrestling on Wednesday?
I feel like it's gonna be Danielson and Swerve and at Wrestle Dream.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah.
Maybe. I actually think Dragon may wrestle someone for the world's title at Wrestle Dream that isn't the Swerve. Cowboy shit. We shall see. All right. Thanks for the super chat, bro.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it.
Oh, wait.
Can we settle things down with this? Fired up for some aid for some WWE Noah talk. Man, I know you've been just desperate, right?
The end's down.
Yeah, I've heard that. I've
Yeah.
heard that. When Cole Anderson shows up at Korakuen Hall.
Gunter versus Kenta, I believe, is the big.
Dude, did you see those?
I
Those tweets
did.
were not. They're actually. It's double bad because, like, not only is Kenta not there, but he also was in the World Wrestling Federation.
Yeah. Well, he was. Oh, yeah.
Hideo Itami, who looked like him.
Yeah. He was on 205 Live. It's a good show, 205 Live.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about Noah is they're cold right now.
Don't.
I don't know. They've probably been cold for about, I don't know. When's the 15-year anniversary of Misawa's death?
They
The
got cool
KG
set.
Muto retirement run kind of give him some juice, though.
Yeah.
When he did Final Bye Bye and Last Love and all
Did
that good stuff.
Nakamura work a show for them?
Shinsuke?
Yeah.
You know, last week on SmackDown, Matt, they
No, I
They
don't
did-
know that. Whatever you're about to say, no, I don't know.
they did this thing, right? All the new people that were coming to SmackDown in the draft, they gave them vignettes. So like Kiana James or whoever. No, it was Bea Priestley and DIY, which is
She
funny.
works there?
Dude,
Yeah.
they then, I swear to God, they then designated a minute of their TV show to a Shinsuke Nakamura vignette, like he was new to the territory. The idea of
That's
someone
good
watching SmackDown going, hold on a second, who's this fella? Talk
Yeah.
about a personality. Just absolutely baffled at what's awaiting him. All right, should we actually preview the show now? Hold on.
Yeah, might not
What
be a
show?
bad idea. We got we got 71 minutes to do it. Let's go.
Yep. Okay.
We'll get through 3 matches by then.
AEW World Tag Team titles. The Young Bucks defend against Eddie Kingston and John Moxley. This is Eddie's first time back in front of. What? What's happening, right? Eddie, first time for Eddie back in front of live crowds. Daly's place, getting rocking. Sold out. Matt, your thoughts on the build and who you think's going over, brother?
I think they got a real opportunity to do something really cool with the entrance here. Because you know how Daly's is set up and they got those doors out there kind of out in the crowd.
Yeah.
And you could, like, I don't know if you want to have Mox and Eddie enter together. I would probably do it separately myself. But, like, you have a real moment that you could, you know, and, like, if you get the sun right and you got JR on the call.
I can just envision Mox coming out and throwing trash cans around and shit, and the fans
Yeah.
going crazy, and Eddie starts laughing and like.
You think they'll
Yeah,
have the shoes,
ball.
or you think they're just going to drop that thing?
Do have the shoes. I think Eddie will like wave them kind of as a gesture.
Seems kind of pointless, but
Yeah. Do you see those rumors? People actually think Danielson's leaving WWE. Fucking nerds, bro. Oh, his contract's up. Yeah, so's mine, bro. I ain't going to fucking AEW, you know what I mean? God almighty. Next thing they're going to say Punk's coming back.
Joe's been broken from fucking WrestleNomics, fans or something.
Yeah. The masses. All right.
Broken Joe Hobart.
There's some money in there. I grow the
Yeah,
hair back
that'll
out.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to delete from my format the bit that says AEW buzz right now? Question mark. I think we covered it, boys. We did it. All right. Let's quickly. What does that mean? What does Rose mean? Rose? Why did I write Rose on my format?
ROSE?
Yeah. Does someone work in AEW called Rose?
Not a
Scoop?
Rose?
The fuck
Adam
is
Rose?
going on right now?
I don't know, bro. What do you think the main event's going to be, boys?
Of what?
Rosa. Thank you, chat. Thunder Rosa. We'll get to that in a minute. What do you think the main event's going to be?
Of what?
The Double or Nothing 2024.
Oh, we're back to that. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
the wrestling show.
I think before we run down the card, how many tickets have they sold for this?
Oh, shut the fuck up. All right.
Anarchy in the Arena, I think, is coming main event.
I do too. Okay, couple things for 0 hour.
Mandy Rose, is she coming in?
Kayfabe. I think we might get Kyle O'Reilly getting a win over Bud Matt. I think that's very feasible because he'll be losing to Malakai allegedly on Wednesday. So I could see them doing that. Claudio always gets like a pre-show win. So take your pick of the guys designated to lose to Claudio on TV.
Josh Barnett.
And then to your point, Oracle, Thunder Rosa and Deonna Purrazzo, what's your gut feeling? Pre-show or TV?
I don't know. I feel like with a stiff match, we kind of want to put on TV because pre-show kind of gets. But I mean, I don't know. If they hadn't balls, they'd put Learning Tree shit on the pre-show and put this match on the fucking main show. The stiff.
Well, let's be real.
They should do a blood.
Oh no, they won't do that. But
they should save the Learning Tree for TV. They do good call hours.
That's true.
I'm tweeting the Mattel Lexi face. I think
they should. Why?
Feels like a good indication of where I'm at.
Do you think this show's not going well?
I think it's going great.
Me too.
The reason it's going great is because I'm not going well. Different things.
Oracle, did you see when Joe tweeted about how confident he was earlier?
What did I say afterwards? What did I say? Ominous. All right, there you go. Mattel Lexi in the building. I have 20 plus notifications.
I think they should do Rosa and Deonna on TV.
Yeah, I kind of think they should do too, to be honest. But I don't know. It
TV
makes
main event.
Yeah, you can main event Dynamite with that. Nobody's watching the show by then anyway.
Hopefully they do it and it kicks ass. Okay.
Oh yeah, I like the last match that they teased, for the things broke loose, whatever.
It'll be good.
Yeah.
What do we think the Learning Tree are doing? Do we think it's going to be Hook and Shibata versus Bill and Jericho? Because I don't want to see Hook and Jericho wrestle ever again. I don't want to see them ever on the same screen, to be honest with you. But if you look at this card, they're super heavy on singles matches. Like, it feels like they should have a tag of some kind.
What is this FTW series that they run on Collision? Are they doing a match on Dynamite? Is that?
I don't know. I haven't watched Collision yet.
I don't know. Fuck.
Samoa Joe was introduced. Like, I think there's a chance that they're just so you can wrestle Shibata, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
What if he joins the Learning Tree? Will you be permanently?
I won't be here anymore. I'm not saying I'll die. I'm saying I will not do wrestling. I'll take a couple weeks off. I can't do it, dude. It would be like revolting. So
Joe ain't joining the Learning Tree. He knows better than that.
Man, my hair looks like shit. Anyway.
Samoa Joe, that is. Holbert might.
Oracle just in the middle of the show said, "Damn, my hair looks like shit."
That's why I wear a hat every week.
All right, so wrestling. Oh yeah, I think they might do
I
a
like it.
6-man where it's like Joe, Hook, and Shibata versus Jericho, Big Bill, and a mystery.
Sammy
lone.
Guevara.
That is exactly
Oh,
what I was
that would be
getting at.
hilarious.
Okay, next.
Somewhat, like other people are going to join the learning tree, right? I mean,
Oh,
that's
for
just
sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Let's just move on. All right. Let's do a couple of the matches. We'll do one that I'm almost certain is on the card, and then we'll do the one that Collision revealed. Death Triangle versus the Bullet Club Gold. Pretty certain of this. They made a point of introducing this kind of as a mini feud last week. So I think this is ahead of us.
Saying Scorpio Sky's joining the learning tree.
Yeah. I don't even know
I
what.
don't know if that happens. He might be better off going home again.
Well, the thing about Skullfish, like, his work is good.
Yeah, he's good worker.
It's just at this point, like, it's been a long time, hasn't it? It's been
Apparently,
a long time.
his promo last week hinted at this. I was too busy laughing to honestly know what he said.
Yeah, that would make sense because they probably do want to give him something. It's been a long time since he had anything to do on that show.
Yeah.
So.
To clarify, I was not laughing at him. I was laughing at the fact that I had no idea he still worked there. Yeah, it wasn't a shot at him.
Listen, bro, Big Bill and Scorp Sky as a tag would be. I mean, it's much worse than do for the heel tag team. But, all right, maybe they'll do that 6-man then. Hopefully, Joe's not in this stuff
Big
for
Bill
long.
and Scorp sounds like a good team.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, yeah, I think there's some doubt about Phoenix' health. I don't think Phoenix is necessarily injured. I think there was a hesitance to let him wrestle outside of AEW because he is not, a point physically where he should probably be doing that. I think is the belief. That could be wrong, but we'll move ahead as though this is happening. And if we're wrong, who gives a fuck? We're 57 minutes into the show.
Yeah, no one's watching anymore anyway.
Matt, you want to watch this?
Keeps going up.
Do you want to watch this trios title match?
I think it'd be fucking awesome.
Same.
I like the Bullet Club Gold. Are they actually called that anymore?
They are, yeah, they are.
Okay. The Bang
I
Bang
asked
Gang.
Dr. AO. He said they are.
Okay.
Their Chiron still says it.
Okay.
Guns up, Oracle?
This will be okay. This will be okay.
Hell yeah.
It took like I don't know how longer than I'm proud of for me to finally recognize their music when it hit every week. Because I went like a stretch of probably 6 straight weeks where that music hit, and I was like, "Who the fuck is this?"
That is actually one of the best Fleet themes.
It's really good.
That theme is like a killer theme, dude.
And then it took me a long time to figure out what he's saying at the beginning of it.
The Bullet Club Gold one, the Bang Bang Gang one, their new faction. It's new, but Jay Watt, there was a moment there, dude, when they were doing that Acclaim deal. It was hard not to kind of talk yourself. What's that, Ness? When they were doing the Acclaimed feud, it was hard not to talk yourself into maybe they should just be baby faces. Maybe Jay should be a baby face in particular. He has a little cool factor, man. I
thought they were going to turn babyface, yeah.
Yeah, they didn't. This should be a good wrestling
Jay
match.
White, good wrestler.
Yeah. I like him.
Should
be a good wrestling match.
Yeah,
Do we all think
good mid-card worker?
Do we all think the Bang Bang Gang are remaining the world's trios champions of the world?
Yes.
Yeah. It's all about the chase, right, Matt?
All right. Oracle, there's some people in the company who have the same thought as you, which is the problem.
Oh, yeah.
Some people, he says.
He's a good mid-card.
I'm not going to name names.
Tony Khan?
Good mid-card worker. Yeah.
He's not talking. I mean, Matt's talking about both the boys and the office in that particular case. Yeah. Double hit there from the confirmed shoot. All right.
By order of the Bang Bang Gang, guns up.
Guns up.
Nobody
Orange Cassidy versus Trent Beretta.
When did they announce that?
Apparently they announced it on Collision this coming Saturday. I think Don Callis may be in play on the finish here. Because Trent, I mean, I thought it was stunning if they're doing this match. Maybe they're not and I've made it up. But if they're doing this match, it feels like Trent should have won the TV match, right? Give him a little heat going in, but he didn't win.
No.
It was a fine match, but it wasn't as good as I hoped it would be either, because Trent's very capable inside those ropes.
I quite liked. Honestly, it's the peak of AEW that match was just on Dynamite on the same show where we had a no DQ or whatever the fuck the other match technically was called. When that's the one that's like the heated blood feud, and they just had a normal match. That was an interesting choice, I thought.
Well, they started with a brawl.
Yeah.
And then the further they got into the match, the more it felt like just any Orange Cassidy match.
I like Trent. As a worker, Bob likes his politics. I like him as a professional wrestler. I'm clearly in the minority on that, but I think Trent's pretty good. I don't think that this big heel turn push, whatever you want to call it, is going to work. Unfortunately, no one cares about him. So yeah, Orange is probably just going to beat him again.
Yeah, probably. No Don Callis business, I think.
I guess it's possible. I
Anything's
don't know,
possible.
man. Don Callis, the announcer.
No, the booker, the TNA guy.
Well,
Talking Shop alumnus.
that makes sense.
The Truth Commission, man.
He was booking TNA. Hello, the Oracle of Wrestling.
Trent would make sense in the Don Callis family, yes.
Do you have any riveting thoughts on the Orange Cassidy versus Trent Beretta?
I feel like Don Callis probably helped Trent win this match.
Yeah, and then they do like a
they'll
step
have like a bloody match
Yeah.
or whatever at some point where they bleed and stuff.
Trent will do a good job standing behind Don Callis.
Like 3 3/4 because blood.
Well, here's the thing.
Fair.
Trent's role for the last few years has been babyface faction, work rate guy who has good matches and loses. The reality is his ceiling is no higher as a heel. You just put him in the same role on the heel side so he has fresh matchup. That's fine by me. I think that's a good spot.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
That's fine. But I will say, and I actually think it's like lazy criticism, but I don't like saying it, but I just can't ignore my own feeling on it. Dude, Orange needs to just they need to write Orange off for a few months. I'm sorry. I know court rows, Matt. I know you're gonna hit me with a court, but it's just he has his formula and every wrestler, but we have seen him.
Speaking of quarter hours, have we talked about how down Big Bang Theory is?
Yeah, they're the real problem.
That's the elephant in the room. Yeah, man, they used to do $1 million in that first quarter.
Talk about it. Kicking the shit out of us, dude.
What the fuck, man?
You can't trust anything anymore, you know?
Yeah. It's probably because Young Sheldon's ended.
Yeah. Happened yesterday, didn't it? Was it finale?
I don't know.
Yeah, it was yesterday.
That should be good for our numbers.
Was that good, Oracle?
I've only seen a little bit of Young Sheldon. My mom loved Big Bang Theory and watches it sometimes when I go over to see my folks.
She watched Dynamite?
She doesn't care about that. I mean, my mom likes wrestling now, but she just goes to shows to like pop for Dylan, you know?
Yeah. Young Sheldon got shot?
Spoiler! Fuck.
Probably deserved it, honestly.
The IWGP
Smart-ass, isn't he?
Yeah.
Heavyweight title eliminator bout.
Bro, I'm sorry. I can't take this match seriously since it's not a title match.
What the fuck? Why did you have to pair that?
I can't even. I don't even like. I'm not gonna enjoy it now.
You're such a. I'm already been knocked from one side of the ring to the other, and you keep trying to.
Eliminator matches are stupid. What's the point of an eliminator match? You have to beat the champion in order to get a championship match?
The actual truth to this particular eliminator match is, ironically, it actually puts the finish more in doubt.
Yeah.
Because you might actually convince yourself Takeshita can win now. I don't think he's going to win. I just think that our friends at New Japan. Well, not
Yeah,
my
but
friends.
my point is like if
Yes.
if the non-champion wins, what happens?
They get a title match.
Yeah.
Who's booking this? Vince McMahon?
Oh, hey now, let's take it easy. That was Bruce Pritchard, but
Fair.
it is. In all seriousness, it's really dumb. But this is clearly a political thing. It's
They
clearly
used to do it in
political.
world class, so I don't have a problem with it.
They took this direction, and I think there was some hesitance about that politically. I think it could just be Takeshita's winning.
Look, I don't think he's going to win. I personally am of the opinion that it's a political thing that they couldn't give him a title shot. But the only difference with this eliminator match shit is that it has a name now. This has been a thing in wrestling since the 80s.
Yeah, but on paper it does feel weird.
Yes, I agree. Yes, but like the whole concept was that the champion would wrestle in a match where the person that they're wrestling wasn't worthy of a title shot. And if they won, then they would get a title match. Crockett did that shit. World Class did that shit.
Jim?
They did that?
Yeah, man.
David?
See, now here's the thing, though, Oracle, and this is the point. It wasn't like this spoken of thing. Like, it wasn't like, oh, this is an eliminator match. But at some point on commentary, they'd say, well, if they win this match, then they're going to have to give them a shot at the title. Like, it just wasn't a stipulation on the match. But that was always a thing in a non-title match, that if you beat the champion... Yes, man.
Well,
the Eliminators were attacked
sometimes. So
it's just that it has a name now, and that's the thing that's happened. Yeah, like that's all. Anytime you had a champion in a non-title match, at some point, the commentator would say, if they win this match, then they're going to earn a title shot.
I was always fine with like when the champ would get pinned in a tag match, but like
that one too.
I was fine with that, but the singles matches I never really. I mean. They did it every now and then. One, it's whatever, but like,
I think we're focusing too much on the concept, and really, the real issue with this one is it's like obviously Takeshita
nothing. I mean,
like
I haven't really built it on TV or anything. I mean, I didn't
the match is gonna fucking rule. If it was for the title, then Takeshita would have no chance of winning. Now it's not for the title, so he at least got a slim chance of winning. Honestly, it makes the match itself more intriguing in some ways. Hopefully we get good John Moxley here.
I think you will. Because I think this will be 15 to 20 rather than 35 to 80.
Yeah.
35 to 80.
Still going on, dude. He's Ren Narita. He's still working him over.
Oh.
I like Takeshita.
Shota. Over those matches, I think those matches combined were an hour. Which is not, to be clear, that's not a Moxley. That is a New Japan Pro Wrestling. But they are like hell bent. If you work a main event, you got to put time in there. The house style is a real issue there.
Takeshita to me is a good professional wrestler. I liked when he had to get on Twitter at 3 a.m. and tell everyone to calm down about his work interview in Japan.
He's very handsome too.
Yeah, good looking fella.
What do you think, Oracle?
My wife thinks Moxley's a good looking fella.
He has a rugged appeal.
Yeah.
He's got that John Wayne look,
Yeah.
He's a Bengals fan.
So is Cole Anderson.
Yeah, Roddy Strong.
Yeah. Big Ange Dawkes, as I call him around here.
Got a good group.
He's a hell of a fucking worker, that dude. Hell of a work. Great right hand.
Which one?
All of them.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm like, I turned heel on Mox a while ago. I have no interest in seeing him wrestle like ever again.
You would rather that Takeshita wrestle one of the other Bengals fans.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm like neutral on Takeshita, but Moxley, I just
guys, can I derail the show with a brief story here about this text message I just received? So my wife is out of town. She's at a party back home in Tennessee, and she sent me a picture from the party right before the show started. So I sent her a picture. It was like, we're getting ready to start the show. And apparently at this party with her family, which I guess a lot of people are inebriated at this point, she was showing them this picture that I took, and they were under the impression that it was a video. And so they were waving to the picture of me. And I've just read this text message that she sent me a while ago. Anyway, back to Double or Nothing.
I thought that was going in a different direction. And I thought the family was tuning in for this show, and I would have
They
said,
do watch the show. So my mom is a big fan of you, Joe.
"Don't let her watch this one."
Hi, Mom, if you're listening to this one.
Yeah. This will be
I
good,
apologize for everything you've listened to so far.
Yeah, hopefully she stopped.
Not my performance, but everyone else's.
No. All right, there you go. I'm
Oracle's
picking
been
Moxley. Who are you picking, guys? I got Moxley.
Moxley's winning this.
Right, this is my pick for the show stealer here up next. The machine built for Graps, Roderick Strong defends his
Who didn't see that coming?
internet.
Hold on. The real question is, does Papa Holbert think that Will Ospreay can keep up with Roddy Strong?
Well, I don't want to go back to the is AEW hot thing, but you've asked, so I'm gonna have to. He's done, bro.
He doesn't watch
He's out
anymore.
He's only watched one TV of the last month. He thinks it sucks now.
Yeah.
Beast.
How good was that Ospreay and Roddy thing? Was that on Dynamite?
Dude, that was the surprise of the show.
Yeah.
When I saw face to face Roderick Strong Will Ospreay, I thought, oh Jesus, he's gonna yell his name a bunch of times. Roddy was like, that's the best Roddy promo. Like, he's always going to be Roddy and kind of weird, but he felt like an athlete in that, and he talked shit, and he also called Ospreay dumb.
Will was cooking too, though. I liked his promo a lot.
His promos have been good for the entire run.
Yeah, I know. I agree.
He's a promo guy.
Who saw that coming?
I definitely did not see that coming.
He has energy, and he's excited to be there.
Yeah.
It's like, it matters. People love him.
We need more fans like that.
Dude, he came out on Collision the other week to wrestle Young Lee, and he got a superstar reaction.
Yeah, he gets every time, man.
That's why, seriously, Roddy's work's great, but a lot of his matches have no heat because people don't take Roddy seriously, because why would they, right? He's been a complete buffoon.
Yeah.
This is really his first chance to have a match with real pay-per-view, juice on pay, because the Orange Cassidy title win, as good a match as that was, it was so put out of its misery at that point, This is going to have heat.
There's going to be at least 3 or 4 spots where he does this crazy backbreaker combos, you know, and he does them so violently and so swiftly that they bounce off of his knee like a fucking trampoline.
Yeah.
This match is gonna fucking.
It's gonna be incredible,
man.
I think. Yeah.
There's gonna be then someone's gonna tweet a GIF and Oracle's gonna not Oracle. Alex is gonna tweet it and bury it and pretend it was bad when he didn't see it.
There's a good chance, to be fair, that I will yell "fuck off" at least once in this match.
You probably will. Also, this is a bad bit because Alex likes Will Ospreay.
Yeah.
I always forget about that. Yeah.
He's just a nasty guy, though, isn't he? Nasty guy.
He's quit watching wrestling again.
Who, Papa Holbert?
Yeah. Cody won the belt and he just gave up.
Yeah.
I've done that before. I did that when Shawn Michaels won the title.
Yeah. When the boyhood dream came true.
Yeah. It's like,
do you know he books NXT now?
I heard that.
Did you see the talk shop clip?
He wanted to know what the OC stood for.
Yeah. Did you see this, Matt?
No.
On Talking Shop, they revealed that Shawn Michaels approached them at NXT TV and said, fellas, what does the OC stand for?
And they were like, I don't remember.
Yeah, and the kicker was Gallows didn't know.
God, that rules.
As soon as Machine Gun says, Shawn Michaels asks a question, Gallows goes, why are you telling this? Again, match is going to be superb. Ospreay is clearly going over.
Yeah.
Right. Which is a decision that I think the key here is the decision itself is not an issue, but that belt needs to feel really important when he's got it. Because, frankly, in fear of going back to hot, cold, and momentum, Ospreay feels like their best shot at heating up. And that doesn't mean he needs to be the world champion, but it does mean he needs to feel like one of the absolute top guys. You don't want to bring him down, right? So I think that's really important.
He could elevate the belt.
Elevated?
Yeah.
LL.
That song gets stuck in my head every time, man.
That's a classic wrestling song in that, it's not like a good song, but it's a great wrestling theme, so it pops you.
Yeah.
It gets stuck in your head.
Yep.
Yeah, I think this match is going to be tremendous. How long do you reckon they're going to get? 15, 20, that range?
Hopefully about 48.
Well,
If
take
they go
it easy.
15, I think I'll love it. If they
I do too,
go, I think they're going to go like 27 or 28, dude.
I don't know. Roddy's kind of slotted. I think it's going to be shorter. I could be wrong. I usually
21-17 is my prediction.
lock them in, folks.
Yeah.
Write 'em
Closest
down.
without going over.
Yeah.
How many
Yeah.
stars? 5 3/4.
I don't know. I could see this.
Is Dave a Roddy Strong guy?
That's the thing. I could see this being the match that people most. I could see this being the match that the sickos pop for. Is that word, Matt?
Please.
Well, do you think it could be a match where Roddy like does like back work and shit and like
I do, yeah, and I think
he
it
pop
could be
for
the.
it, and then like Dave's like,
Yes.
"Yeah, it's 4 stars."
Yeah, I
And
absolutely
then,
think
like
that's
I'm like,
happening.
"Oh, that's the best Ospreay match I've seen."
I think there will be a contingent that thinks this is the best Ospreay match, and I think Dave will be like, "Yeah, it's good, nice little match they had there." I prefer the Cole Fletcher match, you know.
Do we think Ospreay could get involved in this elite stuff? He probably shouldn't, but I could see it happening. Depends on how long it's going to go on.
I don't think so. I think then we'll get into it later, but later we're going home soon, boys. But, I think there will be 2 additions to the feud, and I think it's pretty apparent who one of them's going to be right now, based on the TV.
Yeah.
You know, whose house? So I think he's going to be kept out of it.
Yeah.
All right, we all got Will Ospreay winning. Toni Storm, timeless Toni Storm versus Serena Deeb. Now I gotta say, fellas, everything I say is greeted with some sort of verbal anguish. It's incredible. I think Oracle have moved in the opposite direction to you on Timeless Tony. I actually think it's funny again.
Me too.
Now,
Her matches have been better too.
her match is better. Now,
Her matches have been a little bit better. My problem with her is I mean, the gimmick is like it annoys me still somewhat. Maybe not quite as much, but turn her face. I'm gonna sound like fucking Brian Alvarez.
I agree with that.
Like,
yeah.
They're out there doing these segments. Poor Serena Deeb's getting fucking booed out of the building.
Well,
I mean,
that
I
kinda
know
rules.
he's not the most charismatic, but like my point is
it was mean when she had that promo. That was sad.
that was I know, I agree.
horrifying.
But man, come on, why are we giving? All right,
It's true. They make some fascinating choices. That would have actually been the right place to do a sit down. You know,
I think
go for it.
I think this match is going to be good, but it's going to be worked like Serena's a babyface, and they're going to cheer for Toni the entire time.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be.
Serena's a smart wrestler though. She might just switch it. She's
That's
very
true.
good, dude.
Yeah,
She's
you're right.
very
She's
good.
very good in the ring. I agree. I just think she's bland.
She is, but
Yeah.
she's a good mechanic. Someone on SmackDown tonight was called a mechanic marvel.
Who
was that? I don't know. Fuck.
I believe an esteemed member of our extended universe refers to her as Dina Malenko, if I remember right.
Dina.
Yeah.
Why Dina? Wouldn't it be Deeb Malenko?
No, because it's like a female version of Dean. All right. Anyway, I think Toni Storm is going to win.
Her surname's Deeb, right, Oracle? I don't know.
Toni Storm's winning this match, and I think it's going to suck because, I mean, I'm hopeful. Hopefully, Joe's right here, and Serena figures out that she needs to work heel. But I have concerns that this is just going to be like.
Oh yeah, it could die. It could die.
And when that happens, when they don't work what they're supposed to do, see, when they do that stuff, when the face heel dynamic structure is messed up and it affects, I immediately think the match is bad because
I agree because you're going against the people. I agree. Especially when you don't have they're going to have 12, 13 minutes probably. So it will hurt the match definitely if they do that. I'm hopeful they won't. Mechanically, this should be good, right? Because they can both go. Serena's a tremendous wrestler, and Toni's a damn good wrestler and has been better as of late, even with the gimmick. So There are things to be positive about here. The key is the babyface heel dynamic. I think that's just the absolute kind of make or break deal here. So, yeah, that's where we're at. In regards to the Toni Storm Serena Deeb match, right? Let's quickly got a couple of super chats, folks. We hope you've enjoyed this show. I don't know why you would have enjoyed the show, but we've enjoyed it. We've enjoyed doing it. Right?
I think people are actually very much enjoying this show.
So do I. So the thumbs up, the subscribe, the super chat, all that good stuff. With a super chat here from Jumanji Hunter. Ospreay should still. I'm sorry, Jumanji Hunter. I just want to say I was about to read your super chat, but I received a message from one of my co-hosts, and I just wanted to see what it was. Oh, it was Tape.
Yeah.
He's not part of our extended universe, is he?
We talk about him all the time.
I talk about Cole Anderson a lot. I don't think he's part of the
He's
universe.
part of our extended universe.
Really?
I think so.
Someone should tell him.
The machine gun, fling
could
off, all those things.
Dude. Grin game night, LNG versus Talking Shop.
Oh. That's a good
You
idea.
imagine?
No, I can't, but
No. Who would be our...
I'd be talking to Big LG about his early 2010s indie run, which would probably pop him huge the entire time.
There's no way to
what?
remember.
You remember that?
On their new bit on Talking Shop is whatever town they're in, they find the matches they've had there previously. And genuinely, Cole was yet to remember one single match that's been listed to him. No clue. So Gallows, you might have a chance. But like this week, they're in Philly, and Gallows said, we wrestled the Revival, we wrestled Rocky and Chucky T. We did this, we did that. Not one match was a memory that stayed with the machine gun. So we'd win the trivia, I think. But
Good wrestler in the machine gun, Carl Anderson.
Yeah, we don't talk about him enough. Jumanji
Eagles
Hunter
fan.
said, Ospreay, so's Angelo Dawkins. Ospreay should still win the title at All In. I agree, but I don't think it's happening, unfortunately, Jumanji Hunter. I think it's a mistake. I think the industry has become obsessed with the chase being like a fucking 1 year long thing. I think it's silly. I think he should clearly win the belt at Wembley, but I don't
They need to do it this year while people still watch the program.
Yeah. When they're fucking on Destination America next year,
Oh, come on. How many more fires can I put out tonight?
He can win it at Wembley Arena next year.
Will you stop? You're not only doing this so I sell. This is nasty.
Yeah.
You're the AEW guy.
I know. That's what makes it funnier.
All right. Thank you for the super chat.
In my brain, anyway.
AJ, Uncle Alan. AJ says, who returns at Double or Nothing?
Sting. Houses are down. Got to get him back.
Who returns at Double or Nothing?
Could be Hangman.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Hangman might be the finish, actually, now that you bring it up.
Yeah.
Hangman, yeah, I think Hangman could be the finish of Anarchy. I think that's probably the best shout. I'm trying to think otherwise of like what's even.
That's tough though, man. Like
What?
of Anarchy,
Yeah, what?
because like he should be mad about Swerve.
Whose house? I'm mad about a bunch of stuff, bro. I'm mad about a lot of stuff. Look at me tonight.
That's true. Miro,
Britt Baker is possible. I think.
Mercedes Monet is going to return to the ring. My prediction.
Good call. Good call. So yeah, Hangman will be my guess, I think, because I think they need some sort of out for the finish of that match. Because you can't just beat the baby faces, right? You can't. Like you got to have some sort of way around it. So yeah,
They should, but
what?
they should just beat them.
The baby faces?
Yeah.
No, man, you can't. You got to be careful doing too much heat, you know?
Yeah, I guess.
It's like,
New World Order.
There's no reason you can't pin Dax Harwood.
dude, will you calm down? You're being very aggressive right now. Very aggressive.
I like Dax Harwood. I
Why are you
tweeted
yelling,
that.
bro? Why are you yelling?
They should change his name to that, Kaz Okada. With like the
Like this.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Adam, thank you for the super chats. Adam Copeland of Radar fame versus Malakai Black, who used to be in the World Wrestling Federation.
This is going to be very long.
This is a barbed wire steel cage match for the AEW World's TNT title.
Our bloodbath of the evening involves... Well, no, I mean, Anarchy in the Arena will be bloody too, so I guess...
Hope's definitely bleeding, right?
Oh,
this could be very cool, but it probably won't be.
This is one of those you file in the stip will make or break, right?
Yeah.
Because, look, people have their fun with Malakai. I've had my fun with Malakai, but he's still, I think, absolutely capable under the bright lights. Another machine gun reference there to you at home. Of delivering here, I think. And I think he is going to be motivated.
He has been trying lately.
I can answer that super chat right there.
Oh, that's good. Jumanji Hunter says, Malakai or Mercedes, who's got more pressure to perform?
Mercedes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because more people give a shit, if we're being honest, right?
Yeah, Malakai doesn't give a fuck anyway, so he didn't have any pressure.
With Malakai, like, if the Malakai match sucks, there'll be a...
What are they going to do, fire him?
Yeah. You know what? The Buddy Matthews match was terrible.
It's still going. How can you say that?
The Brody King match was good.
Talk about this.
Yeah.
And the match he had with Kyle was good. The Vancouver crowd really helped the Kyle match.
Yeah,
but that match was good. It was worked very well.
Copeland's had a lot of good matches.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. This one is just. It's going to be. What was that shit where he took the wedding ring? What the fuck was that? He's got his wedding ring until there's fucking silence. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Deep in the crowd.
Yeah.
That's it. They trying to shut the fuck up while he was doing his big promo. Yeah.
Very spooky.
He's the kind of character that he's very capable of bringing out the worst in Cope. Like we had that moment on Collision where Cope started like the mist or whatever, it started affecting him. Like,
oh no.
I think if this match rules, I think this show will be like an all-time great show.
Yeah.
I think the show will be great regardless, but I'm saying if this one's good, they're really on fire. Because the one thing we should note as an X factor here, folks, last year's Vegas crowd was fucking dreadful.
That's true.
And from what I understand, there's going to be a smaller house this year. Not that I'm into looking at the metrics or analyzing the promotions, heat or momentum. But seriously, right? Like, it was a real problem last year. And Vegas crowds are, I think it's an issue. I don't know how many tickets they've sold. Bits aside, I have no idea.
Yeah, it could be.
But that's a big, that's an X factor, right? For matches like this.
Yeah.
Because the reality with the Buddy thing, the Buddy match had serious issues psychologically, but the real issue it had beyond anything else was that crowd did not give a fuck about that match.
That's like maybe the worst.
Yeah. And that's the first time Copeland's really battled that, right? Really. Yeah. Penta kind of. They wasn't really into the Penta match for a while.
I mean.
So yeah.
Neither was Penta. I tried to stop myself and I still didn't.
So yeah, it's the snips make or break. Look, to be fair to the super chat again, we appreciate you. While Mercedes has more pressure, I do think it's worth saying, like, it's now or never, right? In terms of Malakai and AEW.
So that's not a bad house for them. No, I'm not even doing a bit now.
6K?
It was 6K of last week, so it's probably gonna be closer to 7.
I'm wrong with that. Yeah, I think they were higher last year, and it was a shitty crowd. Was what I was trying to get at.
Yeah.
So
I forgot about that until you brought it up. Now I'm worried about.
Remember FTR versus Team TNA when they did that whole big extensive finish, and the crowd were like just sitting there. It appeared it was so weird, dude.
Yeah.
Jericho and Adam Cole, bye.
Well, that was
that last year.
Yeah.
That was not a good show, was it? Well, I mean, it was good, but like it was. Because last year
by their standards, it was bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Last year had some awesome shows, and then a couple of bad. Like World's End was bad. Then there was
the undercard of World's End was crazy, dude.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. I think AEW, in 2024 has been much better than it was on that road to Full Gear and World's End.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Yeah.
But,
There's been a couple shows that I didn't love, but for the most part,
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the pay-per-views have been great. I just remember Double or Nothing being like kind of disappointing last year, and then World's End and the Full Gear main event were the things that I think of when like bad AEW pay-per-views.
yeah, that was
one of the lower moments, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, anyone think Malakai might win or not?
No.
I think Cope's winning.
So do I. Think Beth might show up?
If she can, it wouldn't surprise me at all. Yeah.
I don't know, because was she on the game or anything like that? It's like, I don't know if they've made like new figures, because that's the stuff to. Even then, they let people do it, right? Van Damme's on all that stuff.
Yeah, it depends on. Yeah, the Legends deal I think doesn't prevent them from.
I think they have to get it cleared. I think.
Okay.
And I think with someone like Jake Roberts, is a perfect example. It's like, God bless. I think is how it works. Because with Brett, I think he wasn't allowed.
Yeah, I remember that being a thing. You're right.
Yeah, so
I like Bret Hart.
The Hitman?
Yeah.
Canadian fella, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Killed WCW.
I heard that. Do you see they're doing a TV show on Vice?
I did. I assume it's about Brett.
Yeah. Did you see my pitch for that show?
The real Canadian Crippler.
Dude. Jesus! We have to do Benny now too? Have we not gone...
Benny the Butcher?
Have we not gone low enough? Don't quote Manny the Hoop. Never quote Manny the Hoop. That's a good rule to follow.
Have you seen that I've decided that you saying it's funnier than Manny saying it, so that's the video I use now? Is you repeating it?
Wait, you use a video of me saying it?
Yeah, I've replied to Alex with it a couple times. Give
What
it
the
time.
fuck, dude?
I'm gonna turn it into a widespread thing.
I think Who Killed WCW should be like a Who Done It.
Yeah, like who shut JR?
Where Dwayne is like he plays like Poirot, or Sherlock Holmes, and he shows up to the place, and you've got like a Bischoff on one corner, Russo's in the other. And this is money. I don't want to see a documentary. Who gives a shit, dude? It's dead, isn't it? It's over.
Long time ago now.
Yeah. The Penza book. Have you finished the Penza book, Oracle?
Yeah, I have.
It fucking rolled, didn't it? It really did. There's a great story, Matt. Like, it's 1998, and they're riding high, living like kings, talking about how good the hotels are. Every week there's a new celebrity there. And he's on the phone to Gary Michael Capel, who, of course, he replaced, and was like a bit of a mentor. And he's telling Gary about how great everything is, and Michael Capel goes, enjoy it. Not going to last forever. And Pens is like, fucking Mark. All right, bro. And then he's like, yeah, 2 years later, we weren't going so great. What a story, man. Seriously.
That made me, you talk
Saturday Night with Jimmy Hart. What a moment.
Yeah, Saturday Night with Jimmy Hart's great. Yeah.
You talk about celebrities every week. I think that's what AEW needs to do is get some race car drivers on this show.
Will you stop, dude? Seriously. This new race car bit it's not
It's not a bit.
Yes, it is a bit. It's a bit.
I like NASCAR now.
It's a bit.
Qualifying got rained out today. I was bummed.
You've spent your life watching the most prestigious sporting programs in the world. You've watched professional wrestling for all these years, and now you're gonna turn to NASCAR now, dude.
Yeah. NASCAR and wrestling.
What a combo, right? I'm sure you're the first one.
I married a Southerner. What do you want from me?
Yeah. Copeland, Malakai.
NASCAR, wrestling, women's basketball, football. That's about it now. I've given
3
up
of those
on
feel
baseball.
like they really marry nicely.
Yeah.
You're a complex guy, so you mix it up. This is going to be good, Oren. I don't actually think.
Which one are we talking? Oh, the Malakai. Yeah.
It might be, innit? It might be.
I don't
It
know.
could be.
I think it could be really good. I think it also could be like that
Embarrassing.
match and just an unbelievable slog.
Hopefully, there's just like an obscene amount of blood.
Yeah.
I think
like borderline uncomfortable levels.
Yeah,
I think
like basically Hangman and Swerve.
Yeah.
Hopefully it fucking rolls, dude.
Yeah. You can't rule it out.
Malakai is capable. He just, he's Malakai, right?
Yep.
He's a mercurial cat. Swerve
It's a
Strickland.
different kind of cat, Joe.
Yeah. An odd duck.
Black.
Swerve
kind of
Strickland
cat.
defends the AEW
He's the world's champion.
The world's heavyweight title against the instant classic, former NWA champion Christian Cage. I think every angle they've done for this match has been pretty sick. The only thing I would say, the only criticism I have is they've gone really heavy on heat, and they need to be careful with that because, like, you should not beat your world champion up every single week. Like, it's a mistake.
Yeah.
But the angles themselves, like this week's was great.
There's no, I mean, like, you're right, but having Mogul Embassy turn on him just so he could beat the fuck out of him immediately.
At least he did.
Like peak pro wrestling, man.
It rolled, yeah.
I was so happy when he beat the shit out of them on Collision.
His promos have got the last two promos.
Dude, that blood, that shot of the blood.
Yeah, man.
That was great. The Swerve's promos over the last 2 weeks have been like way better than what he first was doing as champ when he was doing the like Team AEW thing.
The only thing that in some ways, some of it feels like we're kind of speed running his title reign. Like we already got to like people were doubting him. Like he's been a champion for
that was peak AEW.
Yes.
10 days into his title reign, he's like, I hear people think I've lost my edge. Yeah, it happens.
And look, man, the angle this week was good.
Oh yeah, killer.
They did the thing family picture, which was a callback. You know what that is, Joe? That's long-term storytelling. Cinema. Oracle, your thoughts on this match?
I think this match will be great, honestly.
So do I.
I think Christian Cage is just an absolutely brilliant wrestler. I mean, this thing will be tremendous. I think I don't know. I mean, fuck it. Just let it be like Starrcade 85 and 86. Let's let him run the razor, you know?
There should be blood in every match on this show, honestly.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
The thing about Christian Cage, and I've been saying this for a long time on this show, is he's one of the best TV wrestlers of the last 20 years. It's a take.
Absolutely.
It's exclusive to me.
He's up there.
Incredible match you have with Danielson in October.
God, he's good, man.
God, that man is unbelievable. And he's handsome, too.
What a man.
He's aged so gracefully.
He legit is a handsome fella.
Yeah, he is.
He's aged so gracefully.
That fucking piece of shit, Vince McMahon.
I love him. I just love him.
Yeah, I do too.
What's wrong with us?
I'll tell you what's wrong with us. We're doing a pay-per-view preview 8 days early, brother. This is the game. 9 days.
What a beast.
Like I said at the beginning of the show, it's the first time we can ever fucking do that because.
Yeah. We're gonna keep doing it too.
Oh yeah, this is the best show we've ever done.
There's so much to being a Christian Cage fan. I just feel like we have to really tap into it. You know, it's important to us.
Been a lot of lows in my lifetime being a Christian Cage fan. Ruined my honeymoon, but we're back. I won in the end.
That needs to be. It's a project we will never actually sit down and do, but. The lows of my Christian Cage fandom with like a timeline graphic. Yeah, that could be good.
I went to 2 professional wrestling shows on my honeymoon. That's like a real thing that happened.
You'd do NASCAR if it was today.
I would, yeah. I went to fucking Monday Night Raw. The day after I got married.
What Raw was it?
Must be Monday.
I don't know. I don't remember.
It was
what year did you get married?
2011.
2011.
What's the wedding anniversary?
It was May 7th, so it would have been the May 8th Raw in Knoxville, Tennessee.
The May 8th Raw in Knoxville, Tennessee?
Yeah.
Oh, you probably saw some shit like R-Truth.
I think it was. Did we get married on a Saturday or Sunday?
He saw on SmackDown. He saw Sin Cara and Dragon, and on one of the shows there was a Drew Chris Masters match. I'm pretty sure
there was.
not the famous one, but one of them definitely.
I got
famous one.
The famous. Well, there's a couple. There's one that's like incredible.
Yeah.
On Superstars, they get like 11 minutes, and there's another that's 2 minutes, and that's also
2 minute
awesome.
sprint.
It was 2 days out. It was the May 9th one. I got married on Saturday, apparently.
The 9th one.
Apparently.
I don't remember. I mean, I remember the wedding, but I don't remember if it was a Saturday or Sunday, to be clear.
That's good. That's good. This is what kind of shows Late Night Grin. It's a show where one of the co-hosts will sometimes say in a sort of triumphant fashion, I remember.
No, the one they voted no comments on Triple H was in October 2011, and the ending is great. Where JR like looks at Triple H longingly and then disappointed and walks
classic,
away.
yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, Jeff?
Yeah, he has to be the main character, right? Triple H, he has to be.
I got on that SmackDown show that I went to, I got one of the Cody Rhodes paper bags.
Did you put it over your head?
No, but I kept it for like 5 years.
That's incredible.
Imagine like telling you that like everyone thought Cody was pretty good, then and he was having a really nice climb.
I thought he was going to be the world champion. I told
but like
JJ
imagine mapping out the route. It's one of the craziest things, right? It's just
Did I
it's
say
fascinating.
I saw Cena versus Alex Riley. Is that what JJ's saying there? Jesus,
Probably.
no,
Cena beat the
he
Miz.
saw Cena beat.
Different
Wow,
reports. Glory days, dude. I watched that show they do, that WWE show where they look for like, what did they call it? Fuck.
The A&E one?
Yeah, what's it called?
Are you
Oracle?
talking about the one where like Rikishi was weeping or whatever?
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called. Someone in the chat tell me where they look for like the memorabilia for the museum. Okay,
So stupid and annoying. Who would want to give their memorabilia away?
But this is good. Okay, so in the new season, Most Wanted Treasures. Thank you, Andrew. In the new season, one of the episodes is about the Miz. It's obviously like I'm popping huge at like the Miz. Like the idea of having collections of the Miz pops me. And there was one fella who had these trunks when he won like the IC title or whatever, and they got these from the guy. The last 20 minutes of the show is just the Miz going through a box of his own of his own collection, and he's going, "Oh, this is when I won this. This is." What? That's not the point of the show, surely, right? Like. They had to go to one collector. The rest of it was just Miz just hovering through his fucking basement.
God bless.
I thought Contrarian Alex was going to show up or something. I really did. Could you imagine Alex on that show?
He's got a rare Bull Nakano figure.
Dude, Shane McMahon, Most Wanted Treasures, Contrarian Alex, just the whole episode is with him.
Yeah. That's like one of his nastiest.
They pull out a tub they pull out a tub of fucking shards of glass from King of the Ring 2001.
Alex starts crying.
Yeah.
You know, I'm Alex, one of my close friends, and I know he's like insane.
Yeah.
But when he actually sat on this show and was like, with pick 5, I select Shane McMahon, genuinely like there was a chill went down my spine. Like I'm friends with a lunatic, you know.
Yeah.
Like this guy he's dangerous, man. Like you gotta be careful when you're talking to that guy because he didn't do it as a bit.
Again too.
Oh, that was disgraceful.
What a
But enough
disaster.
about him. It needs to be stated. Like Alex didn't do that as a bit. It was like a sincere assessment of the talent on display.
Yeah.
You know, his disposal. Like
Because he moved tickets to WrestleMania.
yeah. He's a dangerous guy. We should get him on here to talk about how hot they are. Mercedes Moné versus Willow Nightingale for the AEW World's TBS title. This one has been a roller coaster ride because things with Mercedes got very shaky on, I'd say, week 2 and 3, I would say it was. Maybe 3 and 4. I forget. There was a couple of weeks where it was, oh my God. But the real revelation has been, while I do think Mercedes has quietly gotten better, and I think the more heel she leans, the more she suits being, Mercedes is never going to be a great promo, but she's much better as a heel, like infinite.
Yeah. Sure. Oh, yeah.
The real revelation, though, has been Willow, who has just been outstanding. She's the one. She's the base
phenomenal, man. Like I already thought that anyway, but like going back to the promo she cut in Bridgeport, Connecticut, is that right? Whatever, where they shot it where the crowd was behind her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Phenomenal promo. And then she was fucking awesome in this contract signing. Like, and the crowd's with her, which will be interesting. I hope it's the same way on Sunday. They were on Dynamite.
I think they'll be with her.
I be too. And
Mercedes is going to lean into it.
This is going to be a really, really interesting match. Like I want to be clear. I think it's going to be very good. I think Mercedes is going to be fine. But I still want to. We need to see it. I need to see it.
It's been a year.
All right. So this is like, if it's not good, then alarm bells are going to start ringing.
It will be, like the reality is putting the level-headed head on, like it would be the level-headed head. Jesus Christ. But, being level-headed, the take will be, look, she's rusty. But the reality is, because she came in 2 months ago, if the match is bad, it will be a problem. And I don't say that as like to be a dick, because I won't be one of the people that's doing that, to be honest with you, because I just simply won't say it.
Right.
Talk about it, because she's bad for a year, dude. But I'm pretty confident because this match was trending, and the New Japan match was trending towards something pretty special.
I want to be clear that I think it's going to be very good, and I think Mercedes is going to be fine. I need people to remember that she hasn't wrestled in a year.
Yeah,
and if we got to have a little bit of grace if it's not like, as long as it's not terrible. But yeah, you know what I mean. Like you gotta.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. Friend of the show, Marcus, who was on the Wrestle Purist Dynamite review this last couple of weeks, he made a great point. I thought about Willow in terms of she is a white meat baby face, but she stands up for herself and she talks some shit.
Yep.
And that is a total lost art, right? Like, how long have we seen in wrestling baby faces be in one box or the other? Cocky, shit talker, or white meat baby face pussy. That's not how wrestling ever was, dude. Willow is lovable. She's got this charming nature, but she also is a wrestler. She wants to beat your ass in there. She is just special. She is, the way she's been in this feud, you'd think she's done, 100 main event feuds in her career. It's incredible.
She's one of those wrestlers, and there aren't that many of them left, just genuinely, where if I see someone that's a wrestling fan and they say they don't like Willow, I just assume they're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like
back to Alex, right?
Right. Like that's one of the, if you don't like Willow, that says more about you than her.
Yeah. Take that, Bob.
Oh God, Bob's so spiteful.
Oh, he's a nasty guy. But I'm very hopeful about this. I also think that ideally the crowd will give it some help because there should be a big fight feel. Again, we'll see Vegas, but there should be. Wednesday was by far the strongest segment of their build. I'm hopeful. Oracle, what have you made of this build, and what do you think the finish is? I want to make it clear Bob does not dislike Willow. I was just a bit. Oracle,
I still really want to see the match, which is always a good thing, which, generally means the build's been, solid to good. Mercedes is definitely leaning heel, a little bit more, which is better for her. But I mean, it's just the Willow's been so great, and honestly, I'd rather her just lose from interference, just to protect her at this point. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. They need to just she needs to be the.
They need a good finish, don't they?
There's some other interesting things that could still happen here.
Well, let's get into it. So
I'd love if she won, to be honest, but that's not going to happen.
I think my play would be Mercedes turns to win, and then Willow chases, and they have a real feud. But Chris is looming.
Yeah.
Do we all agree the wrong finish is Mercedes wins clean? That feels like the wrong finish.
That's it.
Yes.
Yeah. Please don't do that.
Yes.
Wouldn't
If
stun
Mercedes,
me, but please don't do that.
That would be a mistake. If she's going to win, it should be as to absolutely solidify what she kind of already is already, let's be honest. She's the heel. Megan Bain comes up in the chat. That could easily be the finish.
That would be so cool. Megan
referee bump
would be fucking awesome.
Yeah, referee bump. Megan comes in, beats up Willow. Mercedes capitalizes. That's her heater.
What a visual, man.
Yep. Chris heel turn, maybe something with Stokely. There's a lot of different things at play.
She could also join the Elite.
She could.
I really think that's in play. Maybe not on this show, maybe, but I think that's in play.
I'm going to go Mercedes by cheating, I think. This one's good because I'm excited for the match, but I actually think there's a lot of intrigue on the finish. I actually don't know the finish. And with intrigue about a finish, there's always a little bit of concern that it will be a bad finish. But that's the beauty of this great sport. So, yeah, I'm going to go Mercedes by cheating. Matt, What's your feeling?
If I kind of think Stat's turning here.
Okay.
But I'm just not. Yeah, I mean, I could honestly 100% see Mercedes just winning clean, which is a mistake, but it wouldn't stun me at all. And even though, I mean, it's a mistake, but it's not like it's a catastrophe either.
It also depends on execution. They have a classic match, and she chokes her out
Right.
with her finish. Just like,
But like, the Megan thing would be so cool. But if you're doing that, then I wouldn't turn Stat because then you got that tag match. You know, because that, and like JJ says, Megan's bigger than Statlander, so that'll be like that's a cool visual too.
Did they bring this up on Wednesday?
I feel like they didn't. I feel like we haven't heard about it in a while.
So do I. I just wondering who I'd forgotten because the chat is a good point from EJ who said about the segment where Mercedes was attacked, but I'm not sure if they brought it up. So I kind of wonder if there's a.
Yeah, didn't Willow get attacked too?
I don't remember that.
I want to say she got. JJ said someone attacked them both. Please jog our memories, JJ. When was that? I want to say like we cut backstage and she was down, but I don't remember when that was. And
was that when?
The next week,
Monday?
yeah.
She was
Everyone's
supposed to team
saying
with Cope, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think the reason they haven't brought that up might have been because wasn't that when they just Julia
when
couldn't
Jules
bump?
was hurt, yeah.
Jules,
Yeah.
sorry.
That's right.
Felt weird saying Julia.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. It's interesting they've kind of put that to the background because that you'd think that would be a bigger part of the. I mean, they've got another week. Next week they might do a 25-minute video package about it. We don't know.
Right. But at the same, I mean, I'm almost of the mind that if it is Statlander and if you are turning her, I kind of like making it slip out of people's minds. So then she turns and then it's like, oh, wait, this does make sense. Versus hammering you with it to where
the only problem is what would, like, if Chris attacked, who attacked Mercedes, you know? If Chris attacked Mercedes, why does she want to cost Willow? That's
true.
That's why I kind of think the Mercedes attack, the way I think they should do it is the Mercedes attack was a ruse, I think is what they should do.
That she didn't get attacked at all. Yeah.
And it was Megan Bain, and it was just to convince them that Statlander was up to something, you know?
Yeah.
Because as I've said before, I mean, the angle they did when Mercedes got attacked was, it would help if you could convince us that was not a real attack, really, wouldn't it? So
yeah,
it would. Like if you replayed it on TV and was like, "We just played you," it'd be like, that makes sense because that's the way it came across, like the most ridiculous. And the only person that would be getting buried would be Marvez, and he gets buried on every week's
figure
TV.
It out. What? What was that look?
I thought you were talking about Pepper Parks, the Blade.
Anarchy program.
He wasn't talking about Pepper Parks, the Blade.
No, I wasn't.
Where's he? Is he okay? Shout out to the Blade.
I don't know.
He's a good worker, man.
His wife doesn't work there anymore, so
no. Shout out to her too. I hope she's good.
I like her. I miss her.
Yeah.
And Penny. I miss Penny too.
Penny's coming back soon, I think.
She's in that mobile game.
I want to say she had like.
Is she coming back soon?
Yeah, I want to say she had a while back. I want to say she had hip surgery. And I think like the recent update where she's coming back soon. I might have just made that up. Hopefully not. Shout out to all those people. We like them all.
That'll make me happy if
the Elite
comes back. I like
the Elite
versus Team AEW.
Yes. Yes.
Slightly falling asleep here.
That's fine. We're gonna get to it. We're good. Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, Kazuchika Okada, no longer Jungle Jack Perry, Darby Allin.
It's a scapegoat.
The FTR and Bryan Danielson. I do want to note that we're doing this early. We think Darby Allin's in the match. We think. We're pretty sure. We think. Yeah. This looks great, doesn't it? This match.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah. Go on, Oracle. Go on. Run with it. Go on. Go on, Oracle. Go on.
This is going to be a bloodbath. They're going to bleed everywhere.
Stunts.
It will be very funny to watch Okada like work this type of match.
Walk and brawl, brother.
Man, I'm gonna tell you what, Dax and Cash are gonna do some crazy shit in this, aren't they?
Cash,
Oh, yeah.
especially. That guy's a lunatic.
He's a free man.
He's untouchable. What?
They're gonna run the Razor. Remember when Dax Harwood ran the Razor in a ladder match right after Ospreay and Danielson?
What a beast.
That match was unbelievable, dude. It's gonna be totally forgotten. It's such a shame.
I like Darcy.
Incredible match. Hey, he's good, isn't he?
Yeah.
Did you see Dax Harwood's face in the Okada match on Wednesday?
Yeah.
Did you see his face when he was walking down the ramp? He looked in agony, and he wrestled the next night on Collision, dude. He's insane.
Did you see his match with the young Dynamite Kid, Oracle?
Yes, that match was great.
Wasn't it, though?
Yeah.
And then the young Dynamite Kid went and watched tape with Bret Hart. I would have given him a 10-year deal immediately.
Bret totally was like, fucking chops, dude.
Yeah.
And then immediately probably takes Dax sick match. Just like me for real. This is I think this is gonna be awesome. I think the Elite are gonna be way better in Anarchy as heel. When I say the Elite, I mean the Bucks. I think the Bucks are gonna be way better in Anarchy as heels than they were as baby faces. Way better.
Yeah. I don't know. The Jack Perry stuff is very bad.
Yeah, he'll do some
otherwise
stuff.
I enjoy this stuff. I mean, I even like Okada well enough. I appreciated that as Tape aptly put it the other week that Dax Harwood said, no, we ain't gonna do this.
Yeah.
New Japan shit.
Very New Japan
shit, bro. This is
He
America.
He basically called them pussies.
That shit ruled.
I think there was some truth to what he was saying about kind of breaking Okada out of Okada will wrestle the pace you let him. I do too, but I do think the finish is important. I do not think they should.
I don't think they should do it clean either. I think there's got to be some. Of course, that makes it where there's going to be some BS finishes in this. I don't know. It might end up being clean.
They should shoot Cash.
It's just
that's like a moral play too, like making a statement.
They don't do inside baseball meta stuff in this angle, bro.
Yeah. Anyway, I think Jack's been good personally.
Jack Perry.
Yeah,
he's handsome.
I've liked this promo since he returned. I don't think he's setting the world on fire or anything, but I think
he's got good hair.
I think they've done a good job, especially by their standards, of this feeling like an overarching story without making it dominate the program to where it's fucking annoying, because that could have happened very simply, very easily. I don't know. I'm excited for this one.
Dude, we've had some crazy stuff in the chat tonight. This takes the cake. Look at this. Handsome as a stretch for Jack. Bro, are you kidding me?
That's a good looking fella. My opinion, anyway.
Jack Perry?
He's too good looking. I want him to be scary, man. He's not scary enough. They need somebody on that. The problem is
they need a monster.
This is the problem if they win clean. Yeah. They don't have anybody scared. They're a bunch of fucking.
They need to win. They need to cheat.
They're a bunch of pinball heels, man.
Yeah, they need chicken shit. That's where I'm at.
They need Lance Archer.
Sure. This would be a good spot to put a heater.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's going to happen. I think the finish is going to be Hangman and Blood and Guts. I think will be Swerve on Team AEW and Hangman on Team Elite.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
I think that's it. No, yeah, that would be good, and I think that should probably be it. To be honest with you, I think
agree.
The early returns would suggest that you don't need to go beyond Blood and Guts with this thing. I definitely, would recommend against some sort of full NWO show takeover that goes on for the rest of the year. I think that would be a really bad idea.
Yeah, we saw what happened when something took over the entire show last year. So
because it wouldn't be. So your comparison earlier, Oracle, it would totally be one of those TNA factions where they hijack the whole promotion for what? It's like the game wouldn't be there. So I think you do a short cycle. I also would recommend
the Christian Coalition. Let's be clear.
No, true.
Or even the Angle Alliance, for that matter.
I look. I think this is true. I do think it will go past Blood and Guts. I'm just saying that I think they need to be careful.
Yeah.
I think, in addition, they need to avoid what happened last year with the Elite versus Blackpool Combat Club, where it just it doesn't end. It just kind of slows down and breaks into different sections. They did the same thing with JAS versus BCC. That just went on and on.
Yeah.
I think Blood and Guts should be a match where if
Win
Team
the thing. End it.
Yeah, and if Team AEW wins, I think it should be like they lose their power. Like
Yeah,
actually have
they're not EVPs anymore.
and then you
TV
could do a
anyway,
whole
right,
arc
yeah.
of them. Imagine the Bucks could do some great stuff with them, like being one of the boys again. They did in the locker room, mate. They could do great stuff.
That's a good idea.
Like
I have loads of
one of the things I liked about early '99 WCW was when Bischoff was having to like.
that stuff's good. Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
they fuck it up with Flair's turn. It's such a shame.
Yeah.
It's just I just don't know. Like the Bucks' performance is good, but the heat is not a level where as a booker I'd be thinking, oh fuck, this is gonna get me through the summer. You know, like
Right.
you also have to be careful how you like on Wednesday. Even
Make
if they
them
had,
look rampage.
this is the thing, even if they had great heat on Wednesday, you wouldn't know because they wrestled Daniels and Seidel, who look, I love them dearly. People don't give a shit, do they? They don't care. So
Yeah.
you got to.
Yeah.
It's a tough
Well-
thing. It's very delicate balance. Very delicate.
The other thing too is, and especially the people still watching this program, love them. So
Yeah.
they're just playing along anyway. I mean,
And-
you heard the Okada chants on Wednesday.
Yeah,
like-
and the Jack Perry stuff is inspired by an incident that makes them love them even more.
Right.
And most of the AEW audience is like on Team Jack for that stuff. So
Yeah.
it's a complicated thing. Yeah,
I mean,
we'll
the
see what they
crowd's
do.
willing to play along, but it's not genuine heat.
Yeah. It's you only do a big angle that's the centerpiece show and overarching if it's going to like do good business.
Right.
That's not even trying. We all agree we think it's been well done, but let's be real. You
yeah.
don't do it like
I
Tony
think
Khan didn't take a power driver to just pop himself. It was obviously
think-
trying to capture the imagination.
I think starting with Okada coming in and turning heel, this has been, I'm not going to say best, one of their more inspired choices this entire, even like, look, showing the Punk footage was whatever, but like
That was unfortunate.
where it got them was
At least
fine.
they used it. Yeah,
Right.
They used it. I still think Jack could have got a lot of that heat without it.
I agree.
convinced.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah,
Could've got
to be
it.
clear, I'm not saying retroactively it makes it a good decision. I'm just saying that
No.
at least
It's been good, yeah, generally.
Yeah.
The Okada thing was inspired. Much better than him being just babyface wrestling
Mhm.
legend. It's been good. I think it's been cool to see them try something like this and actually thread a story throughout the show where it's like the Bucks have been in the middle of the show, the start of the show, the end of the show. It's cool. I think that's a development as a TV show they've been lacking. I don't think that means it needs to go on forever. We'll see, right? Like maybe they'll do something on next Sunday that makes me go, fuck, maybe they can get a Wembley with this. I don't know.
yeah. I mean, that's like maybe not you so much, but we're usually pretty good about admitting when we're wrong. Like if they keep going past blood and guts and it's good, then we'll be fine with it.
I'm the best at that around here, dude.
I wouldn't know. I'm never wrong.
All right. We did it, boys.
What a
Only just
show.
barely over time. This actually was a very fun show.
We gained viewers the whole time. Word of mouth,
Jeez.
man.
I'm going to do everyone going in their Discords. Holbert's lost it.
Yeah.
We got him.
The boys have lost their mind. You guys see this.
Yeah. It's
Oracle and Shooter yelling at the chat for no reason again.
the real moment where I'm going to lose it is when I try and do timestamps in a minute for this one. That'll be fun. But
One of them needs to be Joe loses his mind.
yeah, for sure. I'll do that. All right. Here we go. Final super chat. Our friend Cody says big return will be evil Tony Khan neck bracelets. Oh my god.
I'd stop watching.
Okay. If that happens, you'll get doom and gloom, I promise you.
Yeah.
If Tony Khan hits the ring, does a swerve, low blows Dax hold, and then takes his neck brace off, you will get the doom and gloom that you were looking for, I promise. That
If
would
Tony
be it.
Khan returns on this pay-per-view and turns heel, I'm making a guarantee right here now, making a confirmed shoot promise. I will never watch professional wrestling again. Guarantee.
Yeah. Look at Don't Have a Hat taunting me in the chat. See that?
Yeah.
Bro's,
Bro,
Bro's mad that little 5'8" grappler didn't go over on Raw Oracle. You seeing this?
You quit WWE on Monday, and you're still in here talking about WWE.
You me?
So,
Oh, say me, dude. I popped when I watched that match on Raw. I was like a fiend, dude. I was an animal.
Yeah.
He's out there dragging off, doing his faces, and the people are sitting there. And Jey Uso stands up and goes, "Yeet," and they go, "Oh hell yeah!" I was popping huge. Match fucking sucked too. Oh.
I did not hate that match. I thought it was a good match.
I thought it was bad, and I would have loved.
What
to
was the
pretend-
cage match score?
Fine. It was fine.
I don't know. Not sure. The Gunter one is like, if Jay wins that, that's very unfortunate. But he beat Dragon. Dragon, obviously, he's a nice little worker, isn't he? Little fella. Good little fella. He can wrestle the.
That was
that was the Corbin match.
I remember it.
I did not hate this. I did not hate this Jay match.
You're a big Yeet guy.
No, I just thought it was fine.
He just randomly DMs me with.
I thought it was like
no
a
context.
I thought it was like a perfectly fine 3-star affair.
You got 5.82.
Yeah, it's about 3 stars.
Dude,
no, it's not. That's
Jey Uso is
yeah. You're right. Sorry, Orko. I apologize. You're right.
You've been warped by cage match right there.
Yeah.
Jey Uso is like a genuine late 80s WWF grappler. Like wrestlers with no awareness or knowledge that people are going to star rate such things. Full like 1990 Jim Duggan. Incredible. Corbin 7.12. Baz Corbs.
So well, never mind. I sound, but Natalia and Alba Fire had a good match on main event the other day.
Natalia's had a lot of good matches lately. She had a killer match with Io Sky.
That match was good. Yeah,
really good match.
Guys, the Fed show's next week.
Is it?
Jumanji Hunter paid $2 to ask us what our match of the night prediction is. Joe's is Ospreay versus Roddy Strong. Oracle's is Swerve and Christian Cage.
Probably.
Mine is Anarchy in the Arena.
Who's Jey Uso working?
Who can say?
The Machine Gun, Carl Anderson. Natalia. Ange Dawkes.
Did you see, did Dawkins edit Montez Ford's Instagram bio?
I think so. I think he ribbed him. I don't know though.
God, that's a beast. Yeah. You know he's a Bengals fan, Angelo Dawkins.
So is Carl Anderson.
Yeah, Roddy Strong, John Moxley.
Holy shit, Mox! They should be the Horsemen.
Oh, that's a good idea. Renee can be the valet. She works for the Bengals.
Someone said there was a Photoshop of a group of guys, and they said these guys could be the new Evolution. I was like, well, it just means the new Horsemen, right? It doesn't really...
Remember the video somewhere? Did you see the video where someone put where the Elite originally, the first time they walk in the building in the suits, and somebody put the Evolution music over it?
I saw that. Yeah,
that was actually pretty funny.
Someone in our chat. It was a good grinner too.
I'm sure Triple H loved that.
It was someone who's in our chat and in WrestleBriz chat. It was again a good grinner. They sent a super chat to WrestleBriz Worldwide, and they said, "Dude, it's crazy how much young Dynamite looks like Benny." And it's like, no, Benny looked like Dynamite.
Yeah.
We're skipping steps here,
Yeah.
He's a good wrestler. You see his match with Dax Harwood?
Yeah, I did. It's the first time I'd ever heard of him, honestly. Legitimately, that's the first time I'd ever.
I didn't even know Dynamite had like a. Yeah.
His brother is in the biz too. I think they were tagged for a while.
I definitely thought that was his son until his entrance when they said it was his nephew.
Yeah, he actually is crazy how much he looks like him, dude. And they did multiple spots that were built around will he not do the headbutt?
Listen, but I don't know. We could say this out, but it doesn't matter. But I made the mistake of watching fucking Madam Web last night. Oh,
how did you get inspired to bring that up? Where did that come from?
I don't know.
It's terrible, dude.
Listen, dude, I lost interest the last 20 minutes. I just kind of was like on my laptop doing other stuff because like this, it's so bad.
It's really bad. Yeah, it's terrible.
Marigold this weekend. Are you all watching?
This is complicated for me because so at one point I was going to make it like a big part of my brand. I was like a Marigold guy.
Yeah.
And that already felt like sketchy, but then I feel like the image of that changed dramatically. Now I'm not sure how to play it because I only watch wrestling I can tweet about. That's the only purpose of my life at this point.
Yeah. I was going to do the sleep in the big bed with my wife joke, but she's not here, so.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
You going to watch Marigold, Oracle?
No.
Do you know what Marigold is?
I've heard this name. What the fuck are y'all talking about?
It's Rossi Ogawa's new promotion.
Oh, no. That's where I heard the name from. No, I'm not watching that.
You got like stuck in between two answers there, between yes and no. He was like, I've heard it. What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, I recognize the name, but
you probably read it on Twitter,
yeah.
Marigold.
I might watch it. I don't know. See what I'm up to. I'm a busy guy these days, you know.
Oracle's great grandmother was named Marigold.
No. Good try though.
No. All right. Did we go for the super chats? Jumanji Hunter was great, so thank you, Jumanji.
It was.
But never say Jake Perry isn't handsome again in that chat, please.
Good looking.
Everyone has the first negative review of the last Apes movie. I've heard good things otherwise.
I saw a couple of tweets about it today because I guess it may have just hit streaming. Maybe. I'm not sure. Challenge has just hit streaming. I'm going to try and watch it.
We have to pay for it, though?
Yeah, but it's a lot easier to access through, different means.
Do you have Netflix, Joe Holbert?
I don't right now.
Okay.
Well,
so they just put out a documentary about the Euro final at Wembley, where all your people decided to storm the stadium and tear everything out.
All right. Just chill on your people, okay? Calm down.
Good little documentary, though.
What was it? Was it a one-off or was it part of a series?
It was a one-off. A lot of security camera footage and stuff.
When they do the Late Night Grin documentary, do you think this will have its own episode, this particular show?
Probably, yeah.
And I've
got friends at work who watched The Iron Claw and were like, man, that movie was good. Tell me about these guys.
Yeah, people like the audience that film got over with most was non-wrestling fans, which is a great compliment.
My wife said it's like one of the saddest movies she's ever seen.
Yeah. Everyone who didn't know the story left it and thought it was like, and to be clear, a lot of wrestling fans too. It didn't hit me that way, but a lot of people that are not wrestling fans were like, God, what a heavy film. So
yeah.
Did a hell of a job. All right.
On Eric. He should be back soon.
He just loves AEW.
Yeah. So do I.
And on that note, this has been the Late Night Grin, episode 109.
You're welcome.
We hope you enjoyed this. We think you may have. There are definitely people that have left when I began to yell at them through the door, I assume. I apologize for yelling.
Join us for our King and Queen of the Ring preview next Friday.
Next Friday. Is Rampage on next Friday, Matt?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, we're back to 11:05 in that case. But
if you don't want to watch them preview that World Wrestling Federation pay-per-view,
just watch this one again.
The Indiana Fever playing the LA Sparks. Number 1 pick, Kate Clark against number 2 pick, Cameron Brink. That's at 10 p.m. on Ion Television.
Have you tried to watch WNBA without us as the audio, though?
Yeah.
That could work, right?
Yeah. I may watch that instead of Rampage on next Friday. I haven't decided yet. It's a big game.
That would suggest to me that AEW is kind of cold.
Yeah.
We should have talked about that tonight.
Nah,
that'd be fucking lame.
You know what's not cold? Yeah. You know what's not cold, Joe? You know what's red hot?
The Late Night Grin.
The Late Night Grin.
Yeah. Tell them. All right, now people are actually leaving.
We're on
folks,
fire.
Like the video, subscribe, comment below. Comment something about me losing my mind. That feels like the easiest fuel this week. If you want to do like double or nothing predictions, sure, but that seems like kind of cookie cut. I'd say something about me losing my mind.
Set money aside for super chats. Maybe not next week. I won't be here, so I don't care. But next time I'm here, set money aside for super chats.
Yep. LateNightGrinShop.com.
LateNightGrinShop.com. Young Lion shirt. That shirt's flying off the shelves. We sold two of them. Both the people who are on the program.
Yep.
What else we got going on?
We're on all the podcast app things.
Follow us on Twitter. We don't have enough Twitter followers yet.
Leave us a review on one of the podcast things.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's a good idea. Give us a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts.
Talking Shop, the podcast Cole Anderson, Luke Gallows. We don't talk about them a lot.
Never heard of it.
They read a 1-star review that said they use fans for free labor this week. So don't do that. But we might read out your comment, your rating review. How do I see them? Do you know?
No, I have no idea. What else could they do? Tell your friends about the program.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yeah.
But tell that friend first, because otherwise they won't know what to tell their friend.
Make sure they watch wrestling, though, because if they don't watch wrestling,
I think it might be better. It might be better.
True, yeah.
Because if you don't have opinions on what we're talking about, you might just think we're fucking awesome. You might be like, God, these guys are so sharp.
Well, create additional YouTube accounts and subscribe to our channel.
Clip up the show, make highlight reels and video packages.
Create Twitter bots to follow the Late Night Grin.
Make graphics.
Yeah.
Make a Joe Holbrook Promotions arena on WWE 2K.
We need a bot that just replies to people with Late Night Grin in bio.
All right, folks. There you go. Have a good night. Keep grinning. Oh, how. Enjoy this outro. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.